All right, everyone. Welcome back to Unveiling This Realm with Brian and Karen B. Hi, Karen. And you're muted.
Good evening. Thank you for informing me that I was muted because I forgot there for a second.
Okay. Now for the next one, your camera's off.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hello. Hi. Nice intro.
Thank you.
You have some video making skills.
I
really do.
play with it every now and then. Did you like it? I hope you liked it.
Oh, I already knew you had video making. I loved it. I already knew you had video making skills. I was already going to ask you to help me make a couple of videos that I wanted to make. There's been a couple of videos I need some help with, some video skills. Okay. So basically, put you to work. Everybody says I'm a slave driver, so.
Yeah. You are a slave driver for yourself.
Yeah. Pretty much. All right. Well, we got some stuff to talk about. I wanted to talk about fear porn and truth is pushing fear porn and just some basic, basically low-level psyops that everybody should really recognize and be kind of embarrassed to be fallen for. I kind of wanted to go over that real quick. I wanted to address real briefly some of the stuff I brought up on the show with Russian Vids. Did you see the interview?
Well, you did that on Tuesday. Tuesday's my busy night. So I only saw a little bit of it and I still have to go back and watch it. But I did see some of it.
No, I knew you had your own show. There was nothing I could do. So anybody that saw it probably also knows if you didn't catch it live, there were 550 people live there.
I know. I heard you had quite the viewers. Very good.
It was a big pop. Yeah, that was awesome. So the problem is, though, the video still hasn't processed. So you know how when you finish a live stream, if it's over 2 hours, you only see the last 2 hours until it processes?
Mm-hmm.
It's been 2 days, and the video hasn't processed, so nobody can see the whole interview. So I just re-uploaded it. Yeah. The interview from the other night. It'll
download it if it hasn't processed.
That's the crazy thing, right? So it'll play on the phone 5 hours and 43 minutes, and then it would not play on anybody's desktop, and it only plays the last 2 hours. I just went into the YouTube studio and I downloaded it right from YouTube, and then I re-uploaded it. and then I put it up. So anybody that missed it and didn't get to see the whole thing and is like, oh, what the hell is going on? I re-uploaded it tonight. So you guys probably got a notification for it. It says complete 6 hours in parentheses. It's the same show, but it's the full show, 100% the full show. So I just wanted to let people know that. Okay. Here's something I know you saw. What did you think about the Owen Benjamin Mandela effect rant?
Oh, that was good. That was good. He Mandela affected your name.
It wouldn't be the first time. I'll tell you that right now.
Now you're Brian S. Stanley.
Yeah, there's been quite a few videos on my name already, so there's that. No, I liked it. Like I said, remember I told you before, he had a few Mandela effect rants where he really went off, and here you go, he has another one, but he's progressing a lot with the conversation, you know. And I disagree with him saying reality is not fluid, and I totally disagree with him saying,
he could change his mind on that stuff, though. You know, I used to think that reality wasn't fluid. I thought that for a long time. That's a very recent thing for myself.
Yeah. No, and I get it. That's why I'm saying it was a really good rant. And obviously, you know, I'm not going to agree with everything. And one of the things he went on about, I'll say the positive things first. I don't want to sound like I'm ranking them. I really liked it. One of the things he started off with is telling everybody that was listening, hey, you're all Mandela affected, every one of you. And that's the message I'm trying to I think that's the best approach, because if people don't realize that it affects everybody, they can think, oh, well, it just doesn't affect me, so why do I care? But in reality, it really does affect everybody. So I like that. But then him going into saying there's nobody has any changes in their personal life, I was like, oh, here we go.
No. Not that he knows of yet, really, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's because those things take time for most of us. That it took me, as much as I make these videos, it took me 4 years into the Mandela effect before I had a personal change. And when I did it, I was already making videos for a year on Mandela effect. And I was so shook when the personal one happened. I didn't make a video for months on that.
So, speaking of that, all that.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it or nothing, but I did ask for somebody to come on here and speak with us about this subject and flat Earth, possibly others, whatever, any and everything. And they said not tonight, but possibly next Thursday.
Who?
Big Bear.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. That'll be good. I was telling people it'll happen because he told David to send me that video. So, and I know you've met him personally. So there you go.
Well, yeah, it will happen. Yeah. So I sent him a text and I asked him if he had time to speak with us. But I knew it was short notice. I said, but we just saw you I just saw you mention Brian on your live stream. I said, we do shows every Thursday. Mm-hmm. So he says, yeah, he's in.
Awesome.
Maybe next Thursday.
Awesome.
So that'll be cool.
Fantastic. Yeah, that'll be good.
I think it would be cool to start having people come on Unveiling the Realm with us. You know?
Yeah, and like I said, the thing that I find fascinating about Owen, see, a lot of you guys have seen it from this perspective I'm about to say, but a lot haven't. A lot of people in Flat Earth have seen him and his Flat Earth awakening, you know? A lot of people don't realize he's been having a Mandela effect awakening going hand in hand at the same time. He just hasn't talked about it as much. I've been watching it, you know, and it's fascinating for somebody like me to see it, because me and I speak for a lot of people in the community with this. A lot of us are going through both of these things and have been for a long time. And to see somebody like that coming up through it, but the guy, he's intelligent. He's coming up through it fast. He's really making progress fast. You know what I mean?
He's making progress extremely fast.
Yeah, the speed you see him making progress through Flat Earth, he's about that same speed in the Mandela effect. Now, I don't agree with his theories, and it's just from experience. He says he's been watching things in his house change for a month and nothing's changed. Well, it's going to take a lot longer than that, and that's not really how it works, you know? But I did suggest to listen to some videos. reality sliders Mandela affected Ashley when I interviewed her, or Guy Fawkes when I interviewed him. They were primarily talking about personal changes. And I mean, you've had one, Flat Earth Falk has had one. I've had several, and one of them's gigantic, you know.
I think we could have a great conversation with him. It'd be great.
Oh, yeah, I think it'll be a great show. That'll be awesome. Fantastic. Every week the shows just get better and better. So there's that.
Just get better and better.
Okay, where do you want to go first? I wanted to talk about tonight about
fear porn.
Fear porn.
Fear porn.
And I know you wanted to talk about the sun, and I know you wanted to talk about crystals. And do you want to start with fear porn and then lead into that other stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Perfect. Well, okay, so backtrack to 2 nights ago. I had Russian Vids on for the interview. And
that was great. You've been doing a lot of good interviews lately, Brian.
Oh, thank you.
You're a rock star.
No, I don't know about all that. But
nobody cares about me anymore.
What's that feedback I'm getting?
Oh, that was my window. I had it muted, but for some reason when I clicked on it, it started playing on sound, but I muted it again.
Yeah. All right. Well, so anyways, for me, sometimes, honestly, sometimes these interviews are kind of therapeutic, like for me, to be able to talk to Russian Vids because, okay, I don't want it to sound like the wrong way, but like, say you want to talk to somebody about flat Earth or Mandela effect, there's a good amount of people you can talk to. I mean, you probably got like 20 really good friends you can have an intelligent conversation with on those topics, I would say, at least, right? But all right, maybe less than that.
20? That's a lot.
Am I stretching it?
Yeah, 20 is a
lot. Well, when it comes to talking about these psyops and the fakery and all this, there's way less people I can talk to. Like I could probably not
like face to face or what?
Oh, just a conversation in depth where I can bounce things back and forth and actually get something out of it.
Yeah.
So it was really good for me where I can just go on and talk about all those things. And he's a really knowledgeable guy, so it was a good time. But anyways,
he's also very nice. I like Russian Vids a lot. He's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy.
I always wanted to do a stream with him, but then I never got to. I just never happened. I don't know. And then you were doing a stream with him, and I was like, I have all this other stuff to do. Had to take my kids to scouts and all that crap.
All that mom crap. How dare you?
I like being a mom, but I don't like the Boy Scouts.
Yeah. Well,
Boy Scouts.
One of the main things that like we get into when we have those types of conversation, it always leads back to the same thing, Karen, and it's fear porn. You know, everything they put out there is fear porn, meant to keep you in fear, meant to divide you, fake racism, all this stuff. And, you know, I did a video the other day on this, and I got hate speech for it on one of my channels. But there's all these truthers out there that are acting as agents of the beast system by just jumping aboard the latest fear and pushing it. And I'm not saying, again, people might disagree with me and say, well, Brian, you say everything's fake. I don't want to go to that extreme. And that's fine because you don't want to go to that extreme. But don't default to the fear. That's what the problem is. People default to the fear, and then they push these things as real. Like every few years, there's a new virus, like the corona, the SARS, the Ebola. Every time it's complete and utter nonsense. I saw truthers pushing this North Korea thing, or the truthers that are pushing this whole Trump and Q and Anonymous and the yellow vest and all this. This is low-level controlled opposition nonsense. I mean, everybody really needs to drop that. It's really driving me mad. It's driving me mad. On the video that me and Russian Vids did last night, somebody just dropped a comment and wrote, "Trump is God." And I'm just like, wow, man, these people are so far out there. And it drives me crazy. There's not going to be a worldwide pandemic that's going to kill a bunch of us, like all of us, and wipe us out. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. What do you think about that?
The sky is not trying to kill us.
Do you think there's ever going to be a worldwide pandemic that's going to wipe us out that we should be fearful of?
No. Well, I mean, no. No, I don't think so.
No.
I could be wrong. I could always be wrong. But is it worth worrying about?
No, it's absolutely not. Every time
I
it's been,
mean,
yeah.
these people are going to come banging on our doors and start dragging us down the street by our necks. Like, what is that bullshit? What is that stuff that I'm seeing?
Oh, the videos?
Yeah. What is
Oh,
that? What is it?
they put out a new really scripted one. It was last night. This dude is like this kid, and you can hear this guy telling him to get down, and then he just like drops on the ground and pretends he collapses. And then they had these other people. Russian Vids actually posted it on his Twitter. They had these other people coming out of an airplane, right? They're coming out of an airplane, so they're supposedly, they got to quarantine these people or whatever. And they're coming out, so the people, like, they got like the fucking hazmat suit on or whatever, and they just start spraying this shit like it's Aquanet. They're just like casually spraying it as they walk by. They're not even getting their whole body. It's just like people are like spinning around, and it's like a big circus. And I'm just like, oh, I mean, I'm not surprised at all. That's how it is every time. It's always fake fear. It's always fake fear. All the time. Just like every one of the fucking fake terror attacks, every one of the fake shootings. I'm not going to name them all off now, but it's always fake.
Well, what do you think happened, like, let's say in 1918, right? When they had the Spanish flu?
Yeah.
So what happened then?
I don't know. It's really hard for me to trust history from 100 years ago with the books that we've been given.
I know.
I really have a hard time with it. That's why I focus on things that are happening now. I can't. How can I trust that, I mean, you can get to the bottom of things, but I would have to spend so much time just trying to get to the bottom of that one thing because of all the disinformation of the 100 years of textbooks. It wouldn't,
How do we know, right? But here's the thing, they say all these people died, and then supposedly, though, they were vaccinating soldiers, or they started vaccinating soldiers at that time.
Well, where are all the bodies from all these people that died? Because the graveyards aren't that full.
I don't know. See, I don't know. I don't know. This is why I'm asking.
Yeah.
But it's like a psyop to support a psyop, right? So, like, say that is a psyop, and there wasn't really this huge amount of deaths that they say that there was for the Spanish flu, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? It could all be bullshit, right? But anyways, say that they didn't. Where was I going with this?
I don't know, but you're fucking pretty baked right now.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. You're not helping me get my train of thought back.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So here's where I was going with it. So Bill Gates, 100 years after the quote-unquote Spanish flu, has this thing called the Global Challenge. Do you remember hearing about that, or did you hear about that at all?
Give me a refresher.
The Global Challenge, which was basically, it was this challenge that he would put out to quote-unquote vaccine makers to make a universal flu vaccine. Like, basically a flu vaccine that would be like eradicate all flus. All flus. I mean, we all know that supposedly the theory behind this bullshit is that it changes every year, which is why you have to get a new vaccine every year. So now there's supposed to be a universal vaccine for everybody to get.
And it just mutates every year as it needs to.
Yeah.
It's completely ridiculous.
Bill Gates, so you know that shit is evil. I mean, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, Bill Gates he's a very sick, twisted individual. He's one of the worst.
So anyway, what else? What else about truthers pushing fear porn?
I don't know. I mean, I don't have much else.
Are people really dying from coronavirus? I mean, is there people really dying in China? Is there people dying here? Is it a bunch of bullshit like the Ebola?
It's a bunch of bullshit like Ebola. So if anybody that wants to say I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Until then, fuck you, because it's a joke. You know what I mean? Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, how about you want to open the phones for a little bit before we change topics like we like to do sometimes?
Okie dokie.
All right. You want me to open them here, right, on my end?
Well, you're in charge of stuff.
All right. All right. Call in, guys. 978-435-00.
Should put the number on the screen.
I am. I'm turning the ringer on the phone first, tough guy.
Okay. Tough guy.
All right, guys. The phones are open.
The phones only to people dying of corona.
Yeah, don't call in unless you're sick and dying and dropping on the ground. Earlier, it was only personal Mandela stories. Now it's only people that are dying of corona. The fucking phones won't ring all night. We'll be sitting here twiddling our thumbs, whistling Dixie. You guys are crazy. Somebody call in 978-435-0006. Give us a ring ding dong. A ring a ding ding dong dutchie. There's a lot of YouTube channels that love to jump aboard things like that just to get the views,
Yeah, I know.
They have no morals.
It's cheap. It's cheap.
Unknown caller, so we'll see how this goes.
Okay. It's going to be great.
Unveiling this realm, you're on with the best. Who's this?
Oh, Brian and Karen.
Yeah, later. So there's that. Wow.
I don't know. I probably would have let him go a little bit longer.
Yeah, right. Then when he was going to say what he always says, you would have been like, why'd you let him go?
Yeah, probably. You're right.
Yeah. Somebody real calling, please. 978-435-0006. I like your shirt. It's very nice.
Thank you. You're
welcome. You are definitely the prettiest lesbian in flat Earth.
Fuck you. Such a dick.
978-435-0006. What's up with the Bigfoot shit? I mean, you don't have any questions you need to follow up on with some people that haven't been asking some questions you haven't got to?
I actually haven't. You know what? It's been a couple of weeks actually since I've even looked at comments on that video. So I don't know.
All right.
People say that they want more Bigfoot shows. There will definitely be more Bigfoot shows. I just don't know when.
Hi, proof that you're real.
Yes, it's Ginger.
Oh, I almost hung
What's going on, guys?
Dude, I was like just about to hang up.
What's up, Ginger?
You gotta stop being
Who
so
do you
fucking.
think was the first caller?
You gotta stop being so inconspicuous.
It's because I'm doing it through Hangouts so I can avoid the long distance.
No, I hear you.
I'm cheap. I'm Scottish. What can I say?
Is that a Scottish people known for being cheap?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I already knew. I'm just fucking with you. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
What's up?
Well, I just wanted to say, great intro, Karen. That was fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ginger. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I really don't have too terribly much. Just wanted to say hi and thank you guys for doing the great job that you always do. And when it comes to Corona, I tell everyone it's fear porn because
it is. It always is.
It's quite obviously.
It's always fear porn. So why default to it being real? And if we get proven wrong once, okay, we're proven wrong. This is why. It was fake every other time. And as long as you admit that you're wrong and then we correct it, that's fine, right? I'm not going to default to fear, bro. That's what they want. That's playing right into the beast system, defaulting to the fear. When you're in fear, you can't make good decisions. It's just how they want you to be, man.
Yeah, and even like my baller friends, they like one of them at least, he absolutely agrees. And he'll be like, oh, Ebola, SARS, Zika, and nothing ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
But he still won't look into the shape of the Earth. So, yeah. What can you do?
It's frustrating, man. It really is.
Yep. But yeah, I hope somebody with some real information calls, and you guys have a good conversation, and I'm sure you're gonna have a great show tonight, regardless of who calls. But and looking forward to hopefully seeing or hearing Owen with you guys. That'd be awesome too.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'd be real good. I can't wait.
All right, love you guys.
All right, brother.
Have a great night.
While we're waiting for a call, if you guys didn't see, Joey Rocha went on Gypsy Road today. Gypsy Road, a Mandela Effect channel that I went on a couple times. Joey went on there to talk. Robin went on there after me to talk Flat Earth. One show we went together, me and Robin, and from Listen to Lid. And Joey went on there today to talk Flat Earth. They talked for like 3 hours. I jumped in for like 45 minutes or so. I didn't talk too much, so Joey was on a roll. Yeah, man, a lot of these channels are starting to, really build these bridges together. I really like seeing that. Awesome. Unveiling the Realm. You're on with Brian and Karen. Who's this?
Yo, it's Rasta Bear.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Rasta Bear.
Oh, hey, Karen. How's it going?
Good.
I just thought I'd call in real quick.
Nice.
Give my 2 cents here on the corona, or because I follow James Munder's channel, and what he calls it is the Karachi. It's his own special name for it. But what I think it is, because they're definitely burning like bodies. That's something that, or at least I believe they are.
How do you say that?
Like
why do you say they're definitely burning bodies? Based on what?
Because of there's incinerators, and on the heat map of like over China, they've like it's detected a certain signal of like some type of different heat radar readout over the area, and there's been lots of reports and heavy censorship over that area, based on what's coming out of that area. Reports of hundreds of people being burnt a day. Now I don't think that it is a virus per se that is something that is natural in any way, nor do I know if it's like man-made or what, but and I don't necessarily I don't think it's something that we should be afraid of.
No, but, and I'm going to tell you right now that they're not burning bodies. Whoever's telling you that is just pushing complete nonsense and fear on you. And I know you still plug into those sources a little bit, and it's still having an effect on you, brother. There's no way you would believe that nonsense.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know either way. That's for sure. Yeah, and I do follow a lot of different sources, just because I like to, see what all is going on in the world, or at least try and make my mind up about it.
No, I know, but some of the mainstream sources. I mean, you already told me you still follow some of the guys on TV, like Tucker and these guys, like Tucker Carlson.
Well, no, I don't watch them on TV, but I'll watch when some the In Pursuit of Truth, or Truth and Art TV, or some of these other channels, when they'll do clips from those guys.
No, I know.
I'll see them then.
I know, but just by still being connected to those platforms, I can just tell, man. That's why we had a conversation like this before, and there was this other fear thing. I forget what it was that you were buying into a little bit, and I knew it was because you still watched some of those programs and things. There's no reason to believe that they're burning bodies in some incinerator over there. Let's just.
Well, what about the quarantines? Do you think those are?
Oh, they could wear quarantine like cruise ships and things like that. They might really do that to set panic in. I'm not saying all of that's fake.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean that's the type of stuff I'm at least acknowledging that is happening, that they are doing these quarantining the numbers that they've said are like 760 million people in China are quarantined right now.
And they also told you that they
like,
also tell us there's 6 billion people on Earth, and we know that's a crock of shit too.
Yeah, and I've never been to China personally, nor do I know anybody in China, so I don't know for sure. Another thing like that is interesting, like that, I noticed going on right now that they're talking about is the locust swarm that is, going through and decimating crops and all of this.
Karen, you know anything about that?
And
the locusts?
Yes. Massive swarms of them. Some of them as big as one of them I read was like as big as the city of New York. A swarm of locusts.
Oh, yeah, damn. Well, I know that's one of them things in the Bible, and that is something that did happen. There were these giant swarms of locusts that were coming around, and they would like wipe out entire crops. They would just come through and eat everything, and they just keep going.
And I'd never seen those before until just recently. Just in the past couple of weeks, they've resurfaced back in the news, and they've gone through Africa, I believe, or somewhere in that area, and they've reached China at this point. And I've seen videos actually of them, and they're definitely real. The locusts are, and my theory is that they're tied together with whatever this corona thing is, or the Karachi. That because like, where would the locusts come from? I don't think they're an earthly type thing like that, or just naturally here. I think that they could be falling to. I think that they could, because they just appeared, and the only other time they've appeared is, like you say, in the biblical times, with like in the days of Exodus with Moses.
Well, no, they're always around. They're just not always around in huge swarms like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's where, like, how do they come in those large numbers? What I think it is like this other system, wormwood or whatever it is, that is in our system or whatever it is above us, and parts of it are intertwining with our atmosphere at this time, and the locusts are falling to the earth in these swarms. It's just a theory of mine, like I like to think pretty far outside the box. And I actually heard this other YouTuber mention the same thing, and the same with this virus or whatever it is. Like, it could be the same thing, like from the wormwood, and they could be, gatekeeping what it really is by calling it this virus or whatever it is.
So let's go back, and what happened when they did the same hype about Ebola?
Oh yeah, like I agree. Like all those, like the Ebola and SARS and all that stuff. It was total fear porn.
Yeah, you should just ignore it. It's total nonsense. It should just be ignored. It's total nonsense.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely don't buy into it. But the concerning stuff with me is like the quarantines and things like that, where they might eventually use it to erode our rights or liberties by you enacting something like medical martial law or something like that, and using this as a guise to come in and do nefarious things.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I really wouldn't worry about it. But
yeah, weird. Yeah, I wanted to give my 2 cents on that. The locusts were the more fascinating thing with me, honestly. But
yeah,
like I said.
All right, Rasta. Thank you.
That's all I had.
All right, man.
Y'all have a good night.
You too.
All right, peace.
Next call, 978-435-0006. I'm sorry, I'm not buying into any of that fair porn. And I told them straight out how it is, I told him, I said, I know you still plugged into those mainstream sources, and that's why you lean these ways. I already know that with him. And I love the guy. He's a great caller. But I already know that's why he has a little bit of that mentality, because he still plugs into those sources, you know?
Yeah. I hear you.
I mean, I've been doing this a long time. You know what I mean? And it doesn't take somebody to do this a long time to see that. I mean, but still, you know?
Yeah.
Next call, 978. Oh, we can only take the first one. Who's going to be the lucky one today?
Who's the lucky one?
Oh, they both gone. I hung up on one and the other hung up. Next call. Somebody call in. 978-435-0006. Give us a ring ding dong, a ring a ding ding dong Dutchie.
You create what you think. That's right. That's why I say careful what you manifest. Don't get hung up on that bullshit.
Yep.
You could manifest yourself into that sickness.
I'm sorry, but every one of these things I've looked at since I started researching 10 years ago, they've all been fake. I'm sorry. That's every time. And people always mock me. Oh, you always call it fake, always fake, always fake. Okay, don't prove me wrong. Unveiling this realm. You're on with Brian and Karen. Who's this?
Hey, I've got a question for Brian about the Mandela effect.
Who is this?
The
first?
relationship. This is Jesse.
All right, I'm just making sure where this call's going. Okay,
Yeah.
What's up?
So I was talking with my bud about the Mandela effect and the relationship
You got to
it
turn
has
down.
the microcosm and the macrocosm.
You got to turn down the volume. I'm getting the feedback.
I turn the. Oh God! 1 second. Boom! There we go. It's all the way off. So, a lot of times when I talk with my buddy about the, his Mandela effect stories, it's all, big brain shit. It's like, large events that have been changed over time.
Yeah.
And I know in people's personal lives, memory is, not very reliable. And so, kind of my issue is like where do you draw the line between something that's just a lot of different people remembering something poorly and something that's straight up been changed?
I go by things that I'm certain have changed one way and then are another, and I have lots of proof to back it up for each one I talk about.
What? Because I specifically remember you fucking Karen, and
here we go. See, I knew it already. Go fuck yourself, faggot. Here we go. Next call. That's what I was worried about the last time. See how long they take to do that? They're so
you guys are such fucking losers.
Yeah, so lame. Next call. 978-435-0006. Next time I feel it's going trollish, I'm just gonna hang up before it even gets sexual. So, I'm trying to be a
guy who called those dudes. They have their finger up their butt because they get off that shit.
Unveiling this realm. You're on Brian and Karen. Who's this?
Oh, this is Zachary.
Hey, what's up,
going
man?
on?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. That was unexpected, that last thing. But anyway, I was just kind of wondering, like, your input on like what is gained by the fear porn, like like separation or division, or like
mostly to keep.
Is it like allowing like manifestation, or I don't know.
I don't know.
Just your opinion on it.
You know what? I've been going on and on about it. Why don't, Karen, you want to answer it first? What do you think the purpose of them putting the fear porn on you is? I mean, we know there's a few different reasons.
Well, in my opinion, it just keeps you in that fearful state, which makes you more susceptible to everything else. It's like, okay, if you're starting to see through the lies and you start looking at alternative media, well, you still have, their fear they're going to put out through these media outlets, these so-called quote unquote alternative media outlets, right? That is going to keep you in that sort of high intensity, like, that state, that just tense, stressed out state, which is going to have psychological effects, physical effects. It's going to make you get sick easier. all that bullshit. That's what it is.
Yeah, I agree. I got a little bit of an input to add on it too. In my opinion, I think that it also is like it kind of like this could include like when we use the word like shills and name calling and that kind of stuff. Just fear porn or any of that stuff. Like
yeah, well, that's like paranoia porn.
We start like
that makes us all paranoid.
There's like different.
It makes us all. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I agree with you. That makes us all. That puts paranoia within the truth community like crazy, right?
Yeah, definitely. And it's just ridiculous. But those words shouldn't exist. Non-player component and shills, like they're inaccurate words that put too much fear in the community, definitely. But those things like they cause like the paranoia and the fear, and like there's different layers of like the truth, or when people are looking for the truth. So like one of these things happens, like the coronavirus or whatever. So then let's say I go and I'm looking at it for the truth, and like I just am feeling like pretty exhausted from work. Mm-hmm. So I only watch a couple videos and look at a couple different online forums about it, and I don't do that much research about it. So then I am just like, okay, the first thing that I found, the first layer that I was designed to find within that first few days or whatever, that is what I'm going to believe. And so anybody else that's on the third or the fourth layer of truth, they're going to come up and they're going to start talking to me. And then immediately, since like they've already surpassed the layer of truth that I'm on, they're going to just think I'm an idiot about everything, and they're going to dismiss and disregard everything I know. Not necessarily everything, but like a lot of it. And like
some people
we only have
some people might think that. No, I wouldn't think that. I would just think that this person, just like I said, I disagree with certain people because they just don't have the amount of experience in those topics yet. That doesn't mean that they're an idiot.
Yeah, but I guess I'm there's about maybe 10% of people that would think the way you do. There's about 70% of the people that would think like what we call sheeple or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't care what you want to call them. Just people that don't really look into things, and people just they're given the first layer of truth and they go with it, and which isn't even truth at all. But it's just that first layer of deception, I guess. Mm-hmm. So they like if you're trying to talk to somebody like that, like an average Joe, like my parents, or like, just somebody that doesn't even know about the shape of the earth, it's those kind of people that are going to like fight and argue about it. And so those are the kind of people that like, it would be very powerful if like, you could get 40 to 50, maybe 60% of like the entire like population compared to 10% that, if you could get like 60% of them that were just like, yeah, coronavirus is fake as shit. Like, they just all knew about that. This entire like town knew about it. And, it would just like spread, and people would like talk about it and would be more open. And like, if it was just an entire town or like an entire nation or something like that, but they want to stop it from ever growing to the point that it's even just one solid area. So like, sure, it's okay if like, we know about it, but it's only okay that if we know about it because we're so spread far apart. We're never going to like come together. We don't like live in the same town. We can never really like go behind closed doors, and, I don't want to go too far into that thought, but like just, when we're in fear,
no like bullshit. We can't
fight with each other.
We can't underestimate the power of the internet in this situation. You say we're all spread out, and I know physically when we think in those physical terms of the neighborhood, and we're not all in the same neighborhood, but people are in their house so much now and all just communicating on each other with the screen. I feel that we're just as close to people by being in their homes than we are by actually being in their physical neighborhood.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, we're definitely taking their some of their technology and using it against them in that sense. But in another sense, like since like we affect things like I guess like ESP or something. If you want to go back to like a word that I would have used 15 years ago, but like telekinesis and ESP and like that kind of stuff, like we can sense things around us. I can sense it maybe a little more. Maybe I'm a little more sensitive than other people, but I can sense it so much to a point that if I'm around somebody that's angry or cranky or something, like I end up being in a worse mood than they are. Like I can just feel it for some reason. I can feel how cranky they are, and I don't like it.
Being
so,
empathic.
like when I'm running around in a village or like in a town or in a city full of people that are all, cranky or in fear constantly, that plays with my own vibration level. I mean, yeah, I do have control over my own moods and my own thought patterns, but like if I'm surrounded by that, it kind of brings me down a little bit. So I don't know.
Exactly. That is why they do it. That's exactly why they do it. That's why they do it, because people are naturally empathic. Okay, what you're talking about, the way that you feel other people's feelings, that's called being an empath or empathic. I can do that too. I've been doing that my whole life. I did it all through high school, and I thought I hated myself because I fed so many fucked up feelings and I didn't know why. And I figured it out after the fact. And I was like, oh my God, now it all makes sense. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. And yes, that is exactly why they mess with people's emotions. That's why they get them focused on this stuff. That's why they get them all afraid of stuff, because then they walk around going, oh, I'm going to get this disease. Oh, this person's going to come shoot me. Oh, this person's going to come get me. That's how they're walking around. And it just makes everything, it just makes everything so uptight. It makes everything the way
I guess it's like it's kind of a good thing that we're spread out then in that sense, just because we can also affect the community. Like us knowing the things we know and thinking the way that we think, we literally can and do affect the community around us. So, I mean, I guess there's both sides of the coin that you could look at it from. So, I mean, I appreciate you guys talking to me about it, talking me through that thought pattern.
Man. Awesome stuff, bro.
All right. Yeah, take care, man.
No problem.
Bye, Karen.
Yeah, take it easy. I love that subject. I talk about that stuff.
I know you do. Next call, 978-435-0006. Give me a ring-a-ding, dong. Give us a ring-a-ding, dong. Sorry. Good turnout. 250 people here right now.
How many?
253.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Give us a call. 978.
Thanks for tuning in.
0006. And I had like this exact same number this morning too. Awesome. Oh, what do you got? Hold on, I'll blow up the big screen for you. Hang on. What do we got?
Don't put it on too big a screen because it's not that great. But I started playing with wire wrapping, and I wire wrapped this piece of malachite. And I can't get my camera to focus because it's a piece of junk. But anyway.
Only can get the first one, guys.
Sure.
Unveiling this realm. You're on with Brian and Karen. Who's this?
Hi, Brian. Hi, Karen. This is Michelle. Awake and Activate.
Hey.
Hello, Michelle. How are you?
How are you doing?
Awesome. I'm glad.
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Wow.
Oh, she's on the delay, just seeing the video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at the stones she's showing. I always mute when I dial, so that way it doesn't do feedback. Couple of strange things popped up this week, and I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this. When you think of the greater than and less than, how the arrows go, greater than, less than, okay. To me, they're backwards now. If you get a chance, look into it. The greater than, the bigger number is now where the less number should be. It's totally backwards.
So
And
you're saying
another one,
the open end of the sign is on the smaller number now? Is that what you're saying? Because it was the point of the sign was on the smaller number and the open end was on the bigger number.
so you remember it that way. Well,
Yeah.
when I was in college, when taking my accounting and algebra, it was opposite.
Really? Yeah,
I just remember
and
the
I
alligator
was not
eats the
sure.
bigger number. I
Yeah,
don't even know
well,
which one's which. I just know the alligator eats the bigger number.
there you go. That's right. That's right. The alligator eats the bigger number. So the mouth is open towards the larger number and it's pointing at, saying that this number is with the open end is greater than the other number. Yes. And then the other one, which is kind of strange, is I've always known it to fall back and spring forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that
It's
too.
not that anymore. And I can't even remember what it is because it didn't jive with me at all. It threw me into, one of those mind bender moments like, WTF, man, what the hell? Stop it. Stop this craziness right now. I'm not changing my mind. I know it's always been, fall back an hour and spring forward.
Yeah.
So don't be messing with my shit. Oh, excuse my French. Sorry. And Karen, I sent you that documentary in your Discord private message because I really think that people do abuse that calling people shills and crap like that when they don't really even understand what the term is. And that documentary pretty much paints it out very clearly. There's not as many shills as people think there are, and very few, and they're well trained. There's very few out there, but they can cover a large territory if people are gullible enough to listen to them and believe 100% of what they say.
There are some gullible people.
Because they're trained
like
to tell
that.
you 20% and then 80%. And usually they try to back up what you've got kind of like in fantasy. They'll try to back that up to make you sound even more crazy. So, but it's an interesting documentary, so I hope you enjoy it. And I found it very interesting because I've always had this problem with people calling people non-participant players, because I could be a non-participant player in somebody else's life just because I don't interact with them. That's wrong. NPCs, trolls. Now, trolls are trolls. You can spot them out in a moment, because they're just being a-holes. But
right.
Fuels, is actually something different. There's not that many of them, and they, they're sent out to do a job, and that is to, cause disharmony within our groups. And what we need to do is rise above that with our, energy, with our gut feelings, with the gifts that we have within us that are stirred within us, and then validate the truth because it's within us. Don't look outwardly, look inside.
Yes.
Was I talking too much?
No, not at all.
I've never heard Brian get so quiet.
Oh, I'm just letting you go. Everybody hears me enough. I'm live like 15 times a day.
Yeah, I know, but I've been taking a YouTube break, like trying to watch movies and other things, and it's really done wonders for, after losing my daughter and all that stuff, which you guys know about. It's helping me heal. So, but I do watch your show, and of course, Karen. There's a few that I like to watch. So, I do pop in and out of those. I could still have my favorites. That's my right. And when people don't like a channel, don't put a thumbs down or anything. Just leave. Get the fuck on.
Yeah.
You know, we don't need the nasty comments and any of that stuff. Just go. See ya.
I know.
Bye-bye.
I can't even remember the last time I gave a thumbs down. Even when I went on videos about myself.
I leave. Why hear it?
Whatever.
Why even pay any attention to it? Why feed that?
Yeah, I wake up to
I
several
don't.
videos about me. I wake up to several videos about me a day now, it seems. It's ridiculous.
Well, stop making them.
No, I'm not making them.
Yeah, you're trying to get popular by
Yeah.
counterintelligence. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding with you. But just, Brian, don't look at that stuff because, you know, you're a nice guy and what you're doing is great. Don't worry about it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I don't think it's right for people to make assumptions on other people's life unless they've walked a mile in their shoes.
Yeah.
Unless you've walked at least a mile in their shoes and know what they're going through, you have no right making. I was called a transgender ghoul, and I was like,
Classic.
really?
Classic.
I just lost my daughter. Obviously, I gave birth. Isn't a transgender like a guy wanting to be a girl?
I knew
Right?
I saw you over there scratching your balls.
Scratching my balls. I was tucking them back as best as I could. But I was like, really? Where do these people get this stuff from? I mean, you know, it's just, that's a troll. That's a troll for you. You know, it's like, just don't watch. If you don't like what I'm putting out there, then go away. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
YouTube's doing a good job of that by not giving us notifications and things like that. I got to go search everybody out. Thank goodness for Facebook. So
I know, yeah.
I know when you guys are going on, but anyways, that's all I wanted to say. But yeah, check out the greater than, less than, and the fallback spring forward is no longer that. And if you get a chance, let me know what you think of that documentary, Karen.
Okay. Will do.
Okay. You two have a blessed night, and I'm going to continue watching.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Karen, how
What?
about, first of all, thank you, Tommy, for the super chat.
Yes. Thank you, Tommy. Shout out to Tommy, that flat fellow.
And how about you give the chat a shout out?
Okay.
You don't really have a choice, so just do it.
All right. Let me move this up here so that I can make it easier for myself. Can everybody hear me? Just go away. Reminds me of that Motley Crue song. Girl, don't go away mad. Just go away. All right. Christopher Millington. Tommy Tell the Truth. Deborah Senter. Wizlaws. MMA RKY. Steve Finneran. Paige. Hello, Paige. Thomas Knight. Biblically Flat. Swords Witch. John A.V. One Neo. Michael Anthony. Albert A. Ginger Sugarbush 905. Dennis Branham. One Neo. Nightbot. Ceiling Fan Man. Chris Lamb. Flat Earth Bear. Mandy Lynn. The Modinator. Ginger Sugarbush 905. Did I say that already? That flat fellow who gave us a super chat. John A.V. Tranquility Pyramids. My Remaining Essence. Bogan Broom. Scooter Ore. Silas Barreto. David Sullivan. Linda Larkin. Steve Finneran. The Beat Freaks. Brep, all good. It's a flat earth. Okay, let me go back down to the bottom now. Oh my gosh, now I could see it where everybody was tagging my name. Oh, that's funny. Where did I leave off at? Oh my gosh, so many people commented after I started. Christopher Silas Berto, Rob Dirt, Bass Slapping Bandit, Xavier San Diego, Queen of Swords 444, Chris Lamb, My Remaining Essence, the Modinator again, hello, Paige, Ceiling Fan Man, Dennis Branham, thanks, kind host. You're welcome, kind sir. Ghana Ball, Adam WNC, Mandy Lynn, David Sullivan. Tommy, tell the truth. Did I say that already? I'm starting to not remember. It's been too many. It's been too many names. No, I can't remember. Jesus is King. I know I didn't say that one. Next is 13. Jesco Glubney. That's a great name. David Wolf. I don't think I said David Wolf. Randy C. I should have a late night jazz radio show. Yeah. I actually really like jazz. I love the smooth sound of jazz. Smooth sound of jazz. Almost as smooth as a baby's butt. Christian Nap. Awake and Activate. Cat Lady Bear. Paige, I shouted you out a bunch of times now. Don't be greedy. Danik Smither. Ham on Rye. Ping-a-ling ding. Brandon C. Kurt Pelissari. Flat Earth Bear again. Mandy Lynn. Punisher Maximus. Jennifer. Push Button 62. David Sullivan. Andrew Barkzak. Betty Wolf. Diana Dharma. Brian Wolcott.
We still have a show?
Huh?
We still have a show?
Yeah.
All right.
Did you not hear me shouting names out for days?
I just making sure you didn't like whip them out on the air or something, get us porn bomb ourselves and get us kicked off.
Oh, and then I am high degree. He says, "Oh well, I need to connect. I need attention too. Wes, please." Gypsy
Hey,
Road.
Let me give a shout out to Gypsy Road. Is actually what I was gonna say. Gypsy Road.
Sorry,
Gypsy Road's
there's so many of you. I was trying. Made in Texas. God, there's a lot of people in chat. There's a lot of people in chat. Awesome. Thanks for being here.
Let's open the phones again, okay?
Okay.
All right. Ceiling Fan Man, you said you wanted to call in and talk to Karen tonight. He called me this morning, talked for like 15, 20 minutes like he does, and then he's like, well, I got some other stuff that I want to talk about with Karen tonight. So we're putting you on the spot, Ceiling Fan Man. Where you at?
All right.
House. Ceiling Fan Man, give us a ring.
Truth Seeker 69. Shout out to Jen.
It's a big lesbo fest up in here, boy. Woo woo! It's like fucking ISS.
What do you mean a big lesbo fest? Are you jealous?
I'm not jealous. Relax.
What if it is a big lesbo fest? What if it is?
I want to hear about it.
Well,
somebody call in 978. Hi, unveiling this realm. You're on with Brian and Karen. Who's this?
Oh my God! Hi, Karen.
There he is.
Hi.
Ask him to receive. What's up, sailing fan
Yeah.
man?
I honestly, I thought you guys heard enough from me today, so I was trying to just, not call up all the time. You gotta space myself out a bit, or pace myself.
Yeah, but
Space
you
myself.
specifically
Whatever.
said you had some stuff to talk to about with Karen, and I'm kind of interested what it is.
Well, no, I kind of brought it up with you. It's just I feel more comfortable. Like I'll talk to you about all kinds of great whatever, but when I want to talk about really out there stuff, I can go to Karen's channel because like she'll listen to everything. You were a little judgy this morning, so.
Oh, fuck you, yeah.
Brian's a little feisty.
No, I was telling him this weird thing. This is embarrassing. I'm going to do it again. He'd give me a hard time. But my wife said that she put a bra in the wash.
Oh,
and then
no,
when
hold
she got it out,
hold on. See, he's thinking I'm making
What?
fun of his story. Karen, he's going to tell you this whole story about his bra, his wife's bra, and this and that. And let him tell the story. But the whole thing, I'm making fun of him because he doesn't know what a bra pad is. He didn't know there was such a thing that girls they slip these little pads in the front of their bras. Like he didn't even know that existed. That's what I was laughing at. But go ahead, continue. Tell your story.
Yeah, thanks. What do you have him on your show for? Jeez.
I just fucking told him to ruin his story. Hey, call in so I can fucking ruin your story.
Yeah, call in. Yeah, I'm glad I called in right now. I told Brian this morning I never put bras on. I always pick them off. So I'm sorry if I didn't examine that there's little pieces that come out. But she put this bra in the wash, then put it in the dryer, and then when she was putting it away, she came up to me and asked me if I had moved the bra pad, and I didn't know what she was talking about. There was only the two of us. But when she put it in the wash, each one has its own pad, and when she took it out of the dryer, both of them were on one side. So that's just weird things and unexplainable. I mean, somehow it sucked out of one side and shot into the other in the spin cycle. I don't get it. And here I was going to talk to you about that, and then I was trying to stay off the phone, but I'll tell you, this is the weirdest one. And my wife was here, and she was watching with me, and she didn't see it at the exact moment I did, but we were sitting on our porch looking up at, like we always do, and a plane appeared. Just appeared and then continued on through the sky.
Yep.
And I know that sounds crazy, and there's probably people that don't even know much.
I see it all the time now.
You guys are insane.
See, we've seen birds come and go, disappear and stuff, but this was a freaking plane. It just appeared. It's really bizarre. So that was it. I'm just weird stuff happening, and just brought that up.
How high in the sky would you say it was about?
What's it? I'm sorry?
How high in the sky would you say it was about? Was it like
this plane was fairly low. It wasn't like the really high ones that, spray the stuff behind it. This plane was pretty low. I would say it was more like a small kind of passenger jet. Like we see a lot of the little mini, what do you call it, private jets.
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably about that size. So.
Well, I'll tell you a story.
But yeah, it's pretty wild.
What I used to live in California. That's where I grew up. And so my mom lives in the foothills there outside of Sacramento. And there's a lot of military bases in California. There's like Beals Air Force Base.
We have one out here.
Everything. There's a lot of them. Anyway, one day I was at my mom's house sitting for her because they have a lot of critters. So me and my ex-husband at the time were sitting there out on the porch one summer evening at her house in the foothills. And from her house, we were able to see this light like low on the horizon. It was kind of bright. And I knew it wasn't normally supposed to be there because it's just supposed to be hills. Like there's house lights and stuff, but this was a huge bright light really low on the horizon. I was like, that's weird. I was like, what is that light? And me and my ex were watching it, and and there wasn't making any sound, no sound. It was like super quiet, just this bright light. And next thing we know, this thing starts getting really, really close, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then it goes over the house and passes over us, and then keeps going. And then once it passes over us, then we could hear the engine. It was crazy.
Wow.
It was like once it passed right over our heads, then we heard it. Like if we didn't see the light, if we didn't see its headlight, it might as well have come from nowhere. It's crazy.
And we've been discussing that as far as, once again, just start questioning everything. So the sound that the planes make, is that really what we're hearing? And where is it coming from? Because we saw a plane, I think it was 2 days ago, and it flew past us, and there was no noise whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So like,
I couldn't even tell you what this little jet looked like. All I know is it was small because it was right over my head, and I could tell that it was small and it was close. That's pretty much all I could tell you. I don't really know anything else with the shape of it because it was nighttime and I was in the foothills and there's no lights in the sky. This thing was just flying really low. And I'm pretty sure that's why I said, mention the military base thing, because to me, that had to be some sort of military jet that was like made to fly very low under the radar, unheard, until it's too late, until that sucker passes you, right? And if it passes you, it's already been able to blow bombs on you. I mean, I could not hear it until it went over my head. It was crazy.
Well, whenever I have extra time, I go out with my camera and try to. Hopefully one day I'll record one of these things just appearing. So
I think there's something going on with, besides just the planes. I think there's something happening with the sky that we absolutely have no comprehension of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a question that I wonder if someone could explain. Like, when you look in the sky every night now for at least a few weeks, Venus supposedly. It's this super bright sky right in the west. I think somebody was even talking about it in one of the chats tonight or earlier. It's in the sky. As soon as the sun's going down, you can't miss it. It looks like a flashlight shining on you. So if that is supposedly Venus, according to Ball Earth,
it doesn't.
Why don't they explain how that's possible? Because that shouldn't be possible. So how do they explain that? That's my question. Why is the mainstream being questioned?
They literally try and explain it by saying the elliptical orbits of the planet make it possible, like 1 hour before sunset and sunrise, like this really crazy angle that you would like. It's totally ridiculous. You should not see it at night. Obviously, it's to your back. If you're facing away from the sun's behind you with the Earth in between, and Venus is in there.
Yeah. So they explain it the way they always do, with the white coat and mask, I guess, right?
Yeah, and it's really highly illogical. It's really small. It's just as illogical as them telling you that the moon rotates in perfect sync with the Earth, so you never see the other side. And then if you sit there and actually try and figure it out, like, it doesn't even make a least bit of sense. It's just like that. It's the same thing.
Well, yeah, just like this, the sun shoots parallel lines, except during eclipse, then it changes somehow. Like in Star Wars, it focuses it with the umbras and whatever.
Karen, I'm explaining that right, correct? That's how they tried to explain away Venus at night, because of the elliptical orbits of the planet, and then you can see it 1 hour before and 1 hour after sunset, they say. Correct? I think she stepped away. All right.
No?
Karen's passed away, guys. Sorry.
Man, you asked me the question like the one time I tried to sneak away to put water in my glass.
Did you hear what I said?
Well, I could barely hear it because right when I heard you say Karen, but I was like, oh shit, and I started rushing around, and then I couldn't hear what you said.
So the heliocentric, ridiculous excuse of why we can see Venus at night, they tell us, correct? They tell us that you can see it like an hour after sunset and an hour before or whatever sunrise. And you can see it because of the elliptical orbits of the planet make it like this one unique viewing point in that point of the day, right? That's what they say. I mean, it's crazy ridiculous. That is what they say, I think. Mm-hmm. That's what they say, Ceiling Fan, man. I'm pretty sure. It's
Yeah,
absurd.
well, whenever there's a question like that, they go, well, you're not an astrophysicist. Well, first of all, nobody even knows one. And it really, really drives me crazy that, you can talk to someone, let's say it's a family member, talk to them, and they should know that you have their best interest in mind, right? And if you've made it through life and helped them, whatever, through their lives, and they should see who you are. If you come to them and say, hey, I just looked into this, what do you think? And they would rather listen to, say, go on a Wikipedia and then double check it with Snopes and then come back at you and say, man, do some research and throw this down at you. And you just want to say, wait, you don't even know who that guy is. Just because it's a person with a picture that says he has a doctorate in whatever, astrophysics, you don't even know if that guy's real. Or, I'm standing in front of you. But I understand we were all there. So people have that veil, that blinder, but it does get frustrating. I try to be as patient as I can now because, we were all them, whatever that means, once before we found out what's going on. But it gets frustrating.
Yeah. It does get frustrating.
We're going to buy white coats.
I find myself doing that, getting frustrated.
You're going to be in a white coat, but you're going to be all bound up in a straitjacket.
The arms tie in the back, that kind of white coat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'll keep saying out loud, Brian Staveley did this to me. Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, please don't do that.
Oh, and one last thing. Every time I type your name in spell check wants to spell it with a Y, so that might be your next one, Brian.
No, please don't.
Oh my gosh, that happened to me too. What is that? That never used to do that. Now it's trying to change Brian to BRY.
Stop it. Both stop it right now. Both of you stop it right now.
I cannot.
I'm not kidding. That happened to me earlier today. And I can't even believe he's saying it right now, honestly.
Oh, man. I've gotten previews of changes with the damn spell check. If my name changes, I'm going to fucking kill you guys.
Why is this my fault? I'm just the messenger, man.
Because you are the fucking... Oh, no. It's Karen's fault because she is the serpent seed of Satan, if you haven't heard that one.
Oh my gosh. Well,
yeah. All
okay.
Right. Get out of here.
Well, on that note, I'll let you go. Hey, it was great talking to you both. Have a great evening. Thanks for everything, man. You guys, you really go the extra mile, and you're out there a lot, and your faces are out there, and we really appreciate it because you really are bringing a lot of voices together. And the only way this works is if we all work together and we stop being fighting with each other and bringing in Russian Vids and Crow and now maybe Owen. That's just wonderful. So it can only help the community grow. I just love it. So thanks, guys.
All right, man.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Next call, 978-435-0006. Just let me know when you want to stop taking calls and switch topics. I figure we'll take them while the phones are still hot.
Hey, Persian scribe.
Somebody call in 978-435-0006. You heard the rest.
Black tourmaline, and that is a piece of black tourmaline. I made a ring. Hold on.
Black Tom?
No.
Somebody call in. We'll look at Karen's empty room. I'll pretend I'm a ghost. She walks over. I'm going to scare the fuck out of her. 978-435-0006. Give us a ring ding dong. Give us a call or I'm going to shut the phones. And we'll move on to the next topic. Is the ring on? Ring is on. 978-435-0006. Come out, wherever you are. How about that show the other night? Oh, and that late night show with me and Jen and who else was on? Was Steve on with us? I was just gonna scare her.
Good God Almighty! Why am I on the big screen, butthole?
Oh, all right. Well, nobody wants to call, so let's switch. Oh, there we go. Maybe we won't switch gears yet. Unveiling this realm. You're on with Brian and Karen. Who's this?
What's up, brother Brian? This is Joey Rocha from Hawaii.
Joey Rocha,
Hey, Joey.
the star of Gypsy
Hey,
Road.
KRB.
The star of Gypsy Road, Joey Rocha.
Hey, that was a crazy show today. They shut it down. That was epic. Thank you
They
for
shut
joining me,
everybody.
brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. They actually shut everybody down. I heard my premiere got canceled when your stream went down as well. I know they took it down
what's up with
after.
that?
They took it down after for copyright, but before that, when everybody got booted off their streams, YouTube had some sort of issue.
Yeah, that was trippy. Yeah, I was like, what's going on with that?
Everybody's live
maybe,
stream.
yeah.
Everybody's live stream went down today on YouTube.
Yeah, for just a short period of time. Like, what was it, like 15 minutes or something like that?
Joey was live on Gypsy Road. I was premiering the Russian Vids video on my third channel. Everybody's streams went down. And all the lobbies were like dead because everybody left because all the streams went down.
They just don't care. They just, whenever they need to do something, they just shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So Joey, tell us
what I wanted.
I want you to tell us about you going on and talking flat Earth on Mandela Effect channels and helping build bridges. I want to talk about that with you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. Just trying to copy what Brother B. Stave and other people are doing. Just trying to help out. And actually, I've been a flat earther for like 5+ years, and I love the flat Earth community with all my heart. But the Mandela Effect community, which is, we're all the same thing. We're all in the truth community. But the Mandela community is the coolest community. I mean, I love the Mandela community. They're so nice. They're so like willing to hear different ideas. And the difference is like the flat Earth community. That's like, if they disagree with you, they're like, oh, you're a shill and blah blah blah. The Mandela Effect community, they're like, oh, okay, well, I don't think so. I think it's this. You know what I mean? So it was a pleasure being on Gypsy Road show because he's awesome. He's a gentleman. He's awesome. He's a stud, and I loved going on his show. I wish it wouldn't have cut out, but it was awesome. And I'm gonna.
Still got 3 hours.
We talked afterwards. Once the video shut down, we still talked for like another 30 minutes. And he said he's gonna have me on as a guest more often. And I said, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys will see me on there more often. I'm gonna go on there because I actually enjoy going on his show. It seems like I'm just hanging out with friends, and we're waking up people while we're doing it, and that's what I like doing.
I think it's great, man, and that's why I went on that. I mean, I didn't even know who the dude was. He left a comment on my video asking if I'd do a stream with him. So I went over to his channel, and I'm like, oh, all right, this guy looks like he really put some work into it. And I checked out a couple of his video, just one of his videos, really, when he went live the next time. And I'm like, oh, all right, these guys are cool. I'm like, I'll go over there. And so I did a Mandela Effect show, but then, I went over there, and I talked flat Earth with them, and I brought Robin. Robin came with me, lifting the lid. Yeah. And then he went on when I was done and talked flat Earth with them. And this was your second time talking flat Earth with them, right?
Yeah. And
so they're new to it.
They already know.
Yeah, they already know. They're brand new to it. And it's like, it's cool to watch them. Man, I really love watching people wake up to both of these topics and other topics at once. That's what really interests me. That's why I liked watching that Owen Mandela Effect rant so much the other day,
And you know what? That's like, for me and my wife, what we talk about, like, as far as the Mandela Effect is concerned, in my mind, besides the fact that the Mandela Effect is a real thing, besides that, to me, it's like this magical gate that allows, there's so many, everybody's a Mandela affected. Even people who aren't traditional truthers are Mandela affected, like regular people at my work. And it opens the door somehow magically to talk about other truths. It's like, it's this open-mindedness, it's like the open-minded people that are willing to listen, that aren't necessarily, 9/11 conspiracy hardcore theorists. They're just, they're willing to listen to things because, the Mandela Effect's real, and how can you get past that? So once you realize that, it's like, okay, what else you got? What else is there out there? Oh, there is this flat. Sure, prove it to me and I'll listen to you.
Yeah, it really helps you understand that to not get trapped in the physical. That's what I think. You know, that's really important. And a lot of truthers have a hard time like that. A hard time. You get stuck in these debates with Globies and all this. That's just feeding into getting trapped in the physical, man. You got to see the spiritual side. And I know that most people in flat Earth say that they know there's a creator and all this. Well, why are you going to deny the supernatural changes and the sides from the creator that are all around us? I mean, doesn't it go hand in hand? I think it goes hand in hand.
I agree 100%. Of course it does.
Karen, go ahead.
Same thing. Hey, Karen, did you see Mikey's video on Mars behind the moon?
I did.
And what do you think?
Well, without having the data, the location, the exact location from where the video is taken, and the time, and the date, and the time-stamped video, I mean, it's hard to say what it is. I reserve.
But regardless of if it's Mars or not, do you think it's something behind the moon sparkling, or do you think it's like, because some people are saying no, it's just a crater doing some kind of weird action. I'm pretty sure that's definitely Mars, because I talked with Mikey for a little bit too, and he told me the location and everything. But it's pretty amazing. And if you read Robotham's books and stuff, he talks about a lot of astronomers talking about seeing different planets behind the moon.
Yeah,
I just thought it was awesome. I'm so stoked that I think 2020 all truths are coming out.
Maybe.
I hope so. It sure seems like it. I mean, look at DITRH coming out with rockets are air blimps. Pretty much in my mind, Brian Staveley is the one that brought Mandela effect to the masses. You didn't come up with it or anything, but he found out about it and brought it to the masses, and all these different truths are just coming out. It's blowing my mind. I'm so happy about 2020 because we're all uniting. We're growing in numbers, and I'm excited about it because, like the last caller said, the only way that we can win is if we unite, and we're starting to unite, and we're loving each other. Like everyone loves each other. We're all shouting each other out. We're all joining each other's shows and subbing to each other, and that's what if we're going to live in a world that doesn't have all these government oppressions, shouldn't we be able to get along as a community that's trying to accomplish this? And that's what I'm saying. So I'm so happy about it.
Can't we all just get along?
It doesn't say that anymore.
I know. That was awesome last night. I got him live with that. The night before.
So, what did you think with the Russian Vids interview? That was epic. Yeah, I mean, I think the top number that I saw was 560 or something, but it stayed floating above 500 for a good while there. I was just like, wow, how epic. And I'm pretty sure here in the next couple of months, we're going to be hitting, well, not me, but you guys. I'm I'm part of you guys. I think that we're all going to be hitting on your show in the thousands.
You are part of us. We're all, soon. No, you are part of us.
We are.
We're all, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I say. That's why I say we, yeah, we did it, because, we're all part of, that's how we all feel in this community. Like you made us feel that way, that we're all, you and Karen, the way you do it is, we're all the same. We're all part of this community. Doesn't matter if we have 20 subs or 20,000 subs. It doesn't make a difference. Yeah. We're all in this community together, and we root each other on. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what happened? That Russian Vids video already has 7,000 views from 2 nights ago. But,
Two living legends. Are you kidding me? Of course. And the numbers are being suppressed like crazy, Brian. Well, so of course there's way more views than that, and but still, for what they're allowing us to see for the view count.
Well, they're not even letting people see the whole thing because it's only playing the last 2 hours of it. It's not processing. It's been 2 days, so I had to re-upload it. So anybody that is wondering where the rest of the stream is, I re-uploaded a full copy of it, 5 hours and 43 minutes, and that went out a couple hours ago. You have a notification for it on my channel. So anybody that missed the interview, that's where it's at in its entirety. The first version, you'll only get 2 hours out of it.
Crazy. They're doing everything they can to shut us down, and we won't give up. That's our power. And we're the love in the community is what's doing it. That was the missing ingredient.
Yeah.
That was the missing ingredient.
Mm-hmm. And everybody has to realize that lots of people in different topics have different pieces of the puzzle,
that's the thing. That's the beauty of it. And, you know, we all need to remember, if we disagree, if there was planes or no planes, I mean, there was no planes, but still, if we disagree if there's planes or no planes, or if there's a dome or no dome, we need to just keep on staying on the path that we are, that we go, hey, you know what, right on, I disagree with you, but I still love and respect you. And, you know what I mean? We're all on the same team.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right, Joey, anything else? I'm going to let somebody else ring in.
I love you, Brian. I love you, Karen B. I love everybody in chat. I'm so proud of us. I'm so excited. And Karen B is absolutely gorgeous, and she's one of the biggest pieces to this puzzle of unity, in my opinion, and everybody else's opinion too. So I love you guys. Love you with all my heart, and I appreciate what you do, tirelessly working for the community, not getting sleep, and not even caring about it. I love that.
Oh,
all right, Joey.
Love
Thank
you,
you.
Joey.
Can I say one last thing? Before we go?
Yeah.
Brian Staveley's balls are full of helium, and they will never, ever let us down. Amen? Yes, sir.
All right,
okay, I'm
bye.
going to get back in chat. Somebody else call in. Love you guys.
All right. Bye.
Joey's awesome. He does a lot too. He's always online. He's always live streaming. He's always on Facebook. He's always debating. Always.
Is always live. And mods, how about this? Help me out with Joey's Facebook link, please, because he's very active on Facebook compared to YouTube, and he's getting more active on YouTube again. So obviously, make sure you sub in Bella's YouTube channel. But he's live on Facebook as much as anybody I know. So make sure you follow Joey's profile on Facebook. I know a lot of my mods could easily help out with that, please. I know not everybody's on Facebook, but a lot of people are. Don't bitch at me that you're not on Facebook. I don't care. Then the link's not for you. So shut it. Somebody call in 978-435-0006.
My goodness.
What happened?
Just people talking about your balls in my chat.
Unveiling this realm here on with Brian and Karen. And
Brian, why'd you hang up on me earlier?
Who's this?
Dude. You know who this is, you cunt. You know exactly.
Jesus Christ. Next call. People are pathetic, dude. That's what I mean. Like, we're the best and they're mad. So we'll just say it out loud and clear. We are the fucking best. And you trolls, I'm not even going to go up. I'll just go on a cuss-filled rage right now. I don't even need to. Fuck them. We're the best. 978-435-0006. This is all your fault, by the way.
What's all my fault?
The amount of trolls I have doubled since I met you.
The amount of trolls I had doubled since I met you.
It's a recipe for disaster. Doseria, unveiling this realm. Can I help you, please, sir? Ma'am. Who's this?
Hey, Brian, it's me again.
Hi.
Same dickhead. Okay, let's just. That is the sign that we need to close the phones.
Okay.
Move on to something
closed. And let's transition
to something else.
Okay. Well, you had a couple things you want to talk about, so why don't you take the lead?
Okay. Wait, what's left on the list of stuff to talk about? Is it just
you wanted to talk about crystals and you wanted to talk about sun simulators?
Okay. Sun simulators. Let's just do that. Let's just do sun simulator. I know that there's a lot of people that think that there is a sun simulator in the sky. There is a sun simulator floating up in the sky, somehow covering the actual sun, so that we see the simulator instead of the real sun. I don't think that's possible. Can anybody give me a logical reason why that should even be possible to do? How it would be up there? How it would be... I mean, how? How come nobody has put a solar filter on their camera and taken a picture of the sun simulator with the hexagon shape? That's what I want to know.
So why? What do you think is causes the change in the color of the sun?
I think it is either one, it's part of the natural cycle of the sun, but they don't want you to know that, because if you did know that, then you would also know that they've been lying to you about what the sun is. They don't know what the sun is, right? And the sun has to be this big giant gas nuclear fission ball whatever thing that they want to tell you it is, so that everything orbits around it for the heliocentric model to exist, right? I mean, that's part of it. I mean, it's heliocentric. It's everything based around the sun. So the bullshit lies that they've told you about the sun have to stand up somehow, right? So that's it.
Okay.
Now, actually, hold on one second. I was looking up the patents, and a lot of the patents, I mean, I don't know how many people have looked at these patents and actually read through the entire patent. Have you read through the entire patent of these sun simulators? Have you, Brian?
Like some of the ones from like 1967.
Yeah, any of them.
Yeah, I have read through some of them. Yeah.
Okay. And what is it? Does anything about it say that it would be up in the sky covering the real sun at all times?
It actually says it would be in space radiating heat and a lot of things like this. Yeah. It doesn't say the specific words of being placed in front of the sun, but it talks about the focal lenses and all of that. And the reflectors, and it talks about how it works. And then when you go down, there's actually different patents. There's about 15 different patents for other parts of it. Like, I'll show you real quick. Hang on. I'll go to a screen share.
And if there's anybody in chat who
so then you can come down and you can look at different components there. So like this is one of the more detailed ones. So there is a huge long description on how they use this thing. Okay. I mean, we can read.
I've looked at that, but look at the diagram of the thing. How is that up in the sky covering the real sun? And why wouldn't anybody with a solar filter not see that?
I don't know.
See, that's what gets me about this. The logistics. Do you understand the logistics of covering up the motherfucking sun? The sun.
Well, we don't know. To be fair, though, we don't know how big or how far away that sun is. So we don't really know.
We don't know what it is. We don't know how it works. We don't know shit. They don't know shit. Nobody knows shit. So why, I don't understand why anybody would think that any person could make something that could replace the sun, that could cover the sun, that could hide the sun. I think it projects from the ground, Karen B. Rostenberg. I've taken pics with my P900 with welder's glass, and it's not a hex, right? It would just be round. It's just a disc. I mean, if you think that there's a simulator in the sky, I want to know. If somebody in chat, my chat's going fast right now. Good though, because I'm telling you, I don't buy it. I don't buy Sun Simulator. I mean, you would have to have something that was in the sky as regular and as reliable as the sun. And it has to be made by man. Nothing man has ever made has ever been as reliable as the sun every day, off by just a little bit, but it's still very predictable in a very predictable pattern, following a pattern every day, day in, day out, sun. There's nothing that man makes that can do that. And you can't even triangulate the sun. I know. I'm looking at chat. I'm like responding to chat. Brian, what do you think?
Well, you already know what I think. I believe that there is one up there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. I've seen a lot of footage where it looks like there's something else up there.
All the time?
Like
all the time? Like,
no, not all.
Time?
I've seen footage where it doesn't look like there's one up there, but I've seen a lot of footage where it looks like there is. And then I've seen some of the arguments where people would try to say it's the aperture, the camera, of this and that. And then you can see the pieces that's spinning in the middle. You can see it reflecting off the water. So it's clearly not just a lens flare, like a lot of people say. So I think there's a little more to it. I think there's a lot of footage you should check out.
Well, show me something then. That's what I'm saying.
I'm handy right now. I didn't come on here to debate the solar ceremony with you. You said you were going to come on here.
I'm not trying to debate, but I do. If you have something that you think is convincing, because I look at everything everybody sends me, and none of it convinces me that there's a sun simulator.
I'll prepare some of it for the next show. I don't have it handy.
Oh, okay.
But then you also have to answer why do so many people talk about the way the sunlight reacts to their skin totally different, irritates it. So we have that.
Okay, there is something to that. There could be something to that. I don't know. Because to me, I don't experience that. That's another thing. I don't experience the sun reacting differently to my skin. I lay in the sun all the time. Every summer, I spend as much time in the sun.
And we do have to, when we talk about fakery and NASA and these other things, and we talk about predictive programming, they rub in our face. They've rubbed a lot of solar simulator predictive programming in our face, like specifically Boeing with an ad rubbing it in our face over a globe Earth. And they're one of the people that holds most of the patents on some of these things. So I don't know.
Okay, so if they're not in the sky all the time, when are they up there and why?
Maybe, like you said, the sun goes through cycles. So maybe there's certain times the sun will give us more things that we need that our body nourishes, and maybe that's when they put it in front. Or maybe they, for other reasons, certain celestial events in the sky that might expose something about the sun. I don't know. There could be a lot of variables of why and when.
Have you watched my video? It shows 2 colors. What do you mean 2 color ceiling fan, man? Yeah, as far as the atmosphere and how the sunlight is propagating through the atmosphere, yeah, there could be something that they're doing to mess with that, like the chemtrailing, which they spray it in front of the sun. They basically chase the sun with it. Or they're in front of the sun, and then as the sun goes down, they're behind it. I mean, at least that's what it looks like from my point of view, that from my point of view, wherever I look in the sky, there's chemtrailing.
Well, let's widen the conversation a little. What do you think about there being a second sun period, whether artificial or real? Because I and many others have definitely seen a second sun that wasn't a reflection of the first. I originally thought it was Nibiru at the time, even though I never really bought into the Nibiru thing. This was like 2013 when I seen it. So I'm like, oh, that must be Nibiru. And then I realized, oh, that's Nibiru is probably a cover for that. It's probably another sun. What do you think about that? And I mean, if there's outer lands, I mean, maybe we're seeing something at a certain time of the year that's passing, somewhere we can see it. Or what do you think about that?
Is that sort of related to like what Crow caught with and Chris Van Maitre?
I don't remember what they said about what they caught, honestly.
The sun we don't see. You don't remember that? Where they look through with the filter?
Yeah, I remember him saying something like that now, yeah. Yeah, I actually saw it here with my own eyes. I didn't even use a telescope or nothing. And I've seen a lot of images of that. What do you think about that?
Wait, say that again?
What do you think about the possibility there's more than one sun? It doesn't have to be artificial. 2 suns from God. How about that?
I don't know if they're 2 actual suns or if it's just one part of the whole sun that we just don't normally see. You know, it's like part of the mechanism of what ends up being the visual sun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can see 2 in the sky far apart from each other. I mean, it looks like 2 separate bodies in the sky.
Possibly. I don't know, Brian. Who knows what they do, what is going on with the shit in the sky? I don't know. But I don't think that it's anything man-made that's up there. Because I would have to see with like if somebody said, "Oh, you know," or somebody took a picture and they were like, "Oh, look, there's the sun is black, right?" Or this, right? Because that's what a lot of people think, that if they take a picture of the sun and the disk of the sun is black, well, then that's because it's the sun simulator.
Okay.
I mean, is that right or no?
They think that's part of it. They wouldn't say, "Hey, this proves it's a sun simulator," but that's one of the things that people would say. Now, people would say that's an error from the camera, and that's where I would say, well, we can see that thing reflecting off water below it. So it's not an error of the camera doing that because you're focusing at the bright light of the sun.
Right. Well, I don't know that that's necessarily true though, because the camera sensor is already damaged, and you're reflecting the same light. It's same bright light into the already damaged sensor, so it still could be a malfunction of the camera. It was bright sun. Real sun helps decalcify the pineal gland. The pineal gland is like a capstone for it. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Can you can I take 5 minutes? Can you maybe answer some questions in the chat or take a shout out? Or I can play a song.
Play a song.
Okay. Play a song. Do you also have your crystal presentation prepared when we get back?
My crystal presentation.
She's like, what fucking presentation? All right, we're gonna go to break, guys. We'll be right back. You're listening to Brian Staveley, the Flat Earth New Age witch with the Bigfoot hairy penis, and
I forgot to put the Bigfoot hairy penis in the intro. Damn it!
You're terrible. You are slacking. We'll play Christian. Actually, not even his newest song, because he just put out another song like yesterday, but Christian song from 10 days ago. And we'll be right back.
I don't hear anything. Is it supposed to be quiet? Is it supposed to be silent? Is it supposed to be bare? Brian. Oops. I should probably put my phone on mute. Yeah, I'll do that.
I don't know why it's not working, but I'm not going to play with it. Well, I guess I can just do a full...
You don't have to play with it. Whatever.
Hang on. That's crazy. Oh, it's muted. The window tab was muted. Fucking
all your fault.
All right, I'll be right back.
Well, they tell us they're exploring outer space, but it's all fake. It's fucking fake. $60 million every day is what we pay. They fucking take. 'Cause we're brainwashed, trained to believe man-made dark cosmology. Trapped set by evil fuckers many centuries ago to dupe the population and take control of the world. Seen it all before, it's the oldest play in the book. Fiction for souls by making the devil's hook. Wizards and warlocks practicing evil and magic. Cooked up a plan and they call the plan science. Sprinkle all their bullshit with some formulas and math to make themselves look brilliant, cause only they understand. Gain the faith of the masses as they push theories and lies, trying to make us slaves and feel God lives inside. God lives inside. So they try to make us godless inside. So we all roll over and say, go ahead, NASA. Have your fucking way. Why can't we see so much farther than they say? 50 miles plus across the ocean on a clear blue day. Why would they say it's a mirage you're looking at? Yeah, right, that's not science. That's just a load of bogus math. Use your eyes and a zoom lens. Spot an object far across the sea. That's all it takes to prove there's no bend to be seen. Look for any curve and it just leads you to the fact. We got hills and valleys, but the rest is flat. It's fucking flat. Ooh, it's fucking flat. Ooh, it's fucking flat. Ooh, it's fucking flat.
Ooh, it's fucking flat.
The greatest trick that I ever pulled was convincing the world that I didn't exist.
Just as I everything, just to forget once again. I am in my eyes, just as I have a million times. I recall everything, just to forget once again. Finding meaning in the chaos, behold the light inside. Somewhere in the darkness, so bright, gasping for a deeper ground. Finding meaning in the chaos, behold the light inside. All right, everyone. Welcome back. Hi, Karen. Welcome back. Welcome to the show.
Why, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be with me.
Did you pay the cover charge?
No.
Oh, what do you think? This is a fucking free ride?
I paid for it with my good looks.
Do you want to open the phones? Or do you want to talk about the crystal stuff and then open the phones? What do you want to do?
I don't know. Does anybody want to talk about Sun Simulator?
I will open the phones and see. How about that? 978-435-0006. If nobody calls in, we'll continue on and then we'll just open the phones up later, but we'll give it a minute. Anybody want to call? Give us a ring a ding dong. No trolls. We'll just hang up on you. There you go. There's your burp for the night.
Just one.
There's your second one. There's your second one. Hi, Vanessa. I see Vanessa in the chat. Shout out to Vanessa. She had an awesome interview with me last week. Unknown caller. We'll give it. Hold on. Who's this other one? This other one has a number. No, we'll answer the known one. Hi. Welcome to the show. Prove you're not a troll, please.
It's me. Tell the truth. What's happening?
Hey, what's up, man?
I tried to call in earlier because I saw the banner going, call in, you know, but it just rang and rang.
Probably somebody on the phone?
No, you're just talking about the sun, and I wanted to talk about the sun.
Oh, I must have just forgot to turn the banner off when I shut the phones off, you know?
Yeah, yep, gotcha. This isn't the first time we've talked about the sun before, right? Y'all too?
I don't remember, actually, you know? So many calls.
Do you, Karen?
I don't remember.
Because I remember y'all laughed at me when I said I thought that the sun was changing. It like cycles, like you just said a little while ago. Because I said that science says that the sun has 5 billion years left or whatever before it dies out. But that it does change into some kind of like red giant and then a white dwarf. There's cycles that apparently all the stars go through, over their lifetime. That's
Isn't
why
that cycle like more over millions of years, though?
Yeah, but who's to say they got the timeline right? I mean, they don't know. I mean,
you're right. I don't know. I know that the sun is a huge giant ball of gas.
It could be changing already into a red giant or white dwarf or whatever. For the last 6 springs, and it's probably going to be 7 in a row. I hope not. But for the last 6 springs, I've been allergic to the sun, and I've had to wait till right around summer before I could go out. or I would break out in hives from an allergic reaction anywhere the sun hit me. So if I was all covered up, I'm good. But if my ears were exposed, anything exposed would get it.
Really?
Yeah. It's fixing to happen in a few. As soon as spring rolls around, I'm going to have to cover up or hide completely from the sun, because if I'm in it 10, 15 minutes, it'll start, and then if I don't get out, it'll continue. So it's like I for six total in a row. I've been to the hospital a few times. I mean, a couple times it got really bad because I refused to get out of the sun, whatever. But now I just have to wait it out, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same this year, And but I do think that there is a chance that it could be, there's two of something up there. But I have seen plenty of pictures, good pictures that, make it look like there is a hexagon or something, something looking like like what the patents are for the sun simulator. But there's a channel called Donnie from Daytona. He lives in the Daytona area, and he has a lot of great cameras and drones. And he's been trying to get to the bottom of Kim clouds in the sun, what changes for a while now. So I think people should check out his stuff. He just uploaded one, I think, yesterday, where he caught two of something for sure, and he was saying it's either a sun simulator or something, but there's something going on up there, and like Brian says, we don't know how far away they are, how big, and with all the chemtrails they have up there already, all that chemicals and heavy metals, they said themselves, if they stopped spraying today, it would take all of a year to 2 years for all that to come down. So it's almost like they're building a screen up there. They're like a movie screen, so they can use blue beam or something. I don't know, but I mean, there's a lot more questions than we have answers.
Yeah. It's crazy what's going on up there. We don't know the half of it, dude. And he's got some interesting footage on his channel for sure. I'm sub to his channel.
Who is it?
Okay, yeah, Donnie
of Daytona.
Right, yeah. Yep. So I don't know.
All right. Well, thanks,
We'll get to the bottom of it one of these days, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my 2 cents on it, man. I'll let somebody else call in. I appreciate y'all.
All right, brother.
I want to see.
Have a good one. Yep. Thanks.
You too. Have a good one. Thanks for calling. I want to see a video or photo of a sun simulator in the sky with a solar lens on. Because if it's a sun simulator, it's not going to look like the sun. It's going to look like a perfectly round light bulb.
Unveiling this realm. Who's this?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hang up. It's unknown. I'll take the next one. Unveiling this realm. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, Brian? Where's your curve?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up?
All right, yeah. It's been a little while since I called in, but I've been watching. Been going through a lot. Yeah, the sun simulator. I don't know. I mean, it could be, but why don't we see it? And
well, Karen has a good point.
I
mean, she has a good point. Why with the solar filter don't we see it? I mean, I agree. That's a good point. I mean, maybe there is that footage out there. I mean, I'm gonna have to go look for it myself, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think that if there is, I mean, who knows? I mean, there's definitely not two suns, I don't think, because then we definitely would have seen that. But it's definitely, but then if you notice, like, with climate change and global warming, they say that they say that it's getting warmer and warmer. They said January was the hottest year, the hottest month, hottest January.
Just for the record,
ever.
I think there's definitely two of something up there. There's definitely a real sun, and whether the other one is a fake sun or another real sun, there's two up there. I've seen it. And I've seen other people have seen it. I've seen other people's footage, but I've seen it myself. And there's a lot of people in here that have seen too. Now, could that be? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how this place is laid out. There could be more land, and if there's more land, then there could be an outer sun, and maybe there's a certain time where it's possible we see it. You know, I don't really know what it is, but I know I saw it in 2013.
Yeah, it's possible. I'm not shutting it down, but
It wasn't the moon, and it was huge and gigantic in the sky, you know. And it wasn't the moon; it was another bright fucking thing in the sky like that, huge.
Yeah, because I started to get into like with flat Earth, I started to get into the like outside of the dome. Basically, they say like deep in the rabbit hole says like it could be more land and stuff, and that's possible. Like I believe that stuff, but that's a far out from now because we still trying to get people on a flat Earth. So imagine doing that, telling people that there's more stuff outside another sun. But it's good though. But what's crazy to me is the moon. That to me that's more of a more interesting because I'm stuck on that because if you notice the moon's been coming up in the morning now, early in the morning before the sun, and it's a I don't know how they call it, but it's like a crescent moon or whatever, and there's a star next to it. So, well, how is the moon getting that light? Is it from the sun or is it something else?
It is from the sun, but it's not reflecting the light. It's fluorescing. It's like a glow in the dark ball that's been charged up by the UV rays of the sun. And then as it goes through its phases, it starts to lose that luminosity.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right.
Full moon being when it's opposite from the sun, 180 degrees, right? So that's when it's like they're both opposite each other in the sky.
So let me ask this question as well. This has been on my mind. You think the stars are reflecting the light from the sun at all, or are the stars just on their own just light up?
I don't think that they are.
I don't know. They don't look like a reflection to me. It looks like a light underwater.
And there's too much variation with each star and how they look compared to each other that they would all be getting their light from the sun.
They each have a very specific pattern, though. If you look at the stars, if you watch them all the time, even if you look at them out of focus, because out of focus, each star will have its own very specific pattern. It's kind of crazy, actually. And when you bring them into focus, they even have a repeating pattern with their flicker. Even that repeats.
Yeah, I've seen that. It looks like the like it's underwater basically, like all the like the sky is in the water basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. I want to try to tell people about that more. Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely crazy. Every night when I go sit out on the porch and I just stare at the sky for hours now. Never did that years ago.
Yeah. And you said the planes come out of the sky. I've seen that before, like years ago. But I think that's just because the planes are so high up and they're so far away. So when you see as they get closer to you and then lower in the sky, you just see them.
What about the ones that are orbs that change into planes? Because I've seen that too. So, there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
you'll eventually see it. You're probably eventually going to see it. I think it's all part of the veil thinning, and you're probably just not ready to actually see that yet. Because now I see shit like that all the time. So
yeah,
it's getting crazy for me right now.
And what about the engine? You said the engines used to be on the wing.
Yeah, the engines were under the
Is that a
wings on a
Mandela?
Yeah, the engines were under the wings on a commercial airline, and now they're way out in front, like held on by this bracket, like totally illogical design.
Because I seen the other day, I was looking up and I seen a plane. I think it might have been a jet though, or almost like a private jet, but the engines were up behind, you know, on the back of the plane, not on the wings.
Yeah, there's
And
those too.
so
But we're talking about the commercial airliners where the engines are always under the wings, like a 737, 747, 757, 767, 777. Now they have the 777. There's one model of Boeing that's still the other way, but all the other ones, even in the past 10, 20 years, the engines are way out in front of the wings now.
on the wings. Yeah, I mean, I remember it being on the wings. I don't know. That's just me.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah. Another thing too, he's talking about the fear, right? Fear. That's a big. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that one caller, I don't know who it was, but he was saying that I forget, but like it's like we shouldn't be worried about, obviously, but it has to be there for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be some type of, you know, just negative.
Yeah, they want to keep everybody at a negative vibration in the whole plane. That's what the goal is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Karen said, when you're like that, that makes you more susceptible to get sick and all sorts of things.
Yeah. Like I feel like it's getting to me because it's like what else can I do? You know, I can't talk to nobody about it. I can't like tell nobody. I just have to like play along. You know, it's like that. Who wants to do that? You know, play along with something that's like
I can't do it no more.
Yeah. You mentioned that the other day. You said how you said it. You said when you leave your house, it's like you gotta play along and shit. Like I hate
like
that.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to be around these creatures. They're weird. They're strange. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
They're like zombies.
Yeah. Now you know that movie Hunger Games? You seen that movie Hunger Games?
Yes.
I have not.
You see, like
Karen has. So
you have
continue.
not seen it? Oh man.
No, I haven't, but Karen has.
That reminds me of this.
I watched Hunger Games too after I hadn't watched like any sort of mainstream movie because I had been into Flat Earth for a couple of years and I just stopped watching everything except for anything that was related to Flat Earth or the truth. You know, I cut myself off from all that stuff. So it had been years. And then I came across whatever it was that we were just talking about.
Oh my God, Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Right? I watched it with my neighbor. That's right. I watched it with my neighbor. And I was like tripping out because it was like it was just like an exaggerated version of what our society is heading towards. I mean, that's what it was. It was all these rich people, and they had all this food, all this disgusting food. Meanwhile, there's all these other people who live in these little sectors and they're poor and they don't have barely any food. Like they can barely get enough food to survive. But then all of a sudden they're at this party where they're with all these rich people and they're like, here, drink this. And they're like, oh, what is this for? And it's like, well, it makes you throw up. Why? So you can keep eating. It's like, I don't know if you remember, anybody remembers that scene? Do you know what I'm talking about? Everybody's eating and they're like, here, eat some of this or drink some of this. So it'll make you throw up. And it's like, why? And it's like, so you can keep eating. You know, it's just like this.
Oh yeah, I remember that scene. Yeah.
Gluttonous, just gross behavior that it was a very exaggerated statement of what society is, that gross gluttonous, just like keep consuming even though you really shouldn't be consuming, you don't need to be consuming, but they just keep doing it. They just more, Anyway.
Yeah, exact reflection of what's happening, what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's and that's the thing too. Like when I got into flat Earth, like I started seeing all these things. Like I woke up, and like the other caller was saying, there's different. You wake up a couple different times. You don't just wake up one time. You keep, especially if you keep researching it, you keep going up in levels. And you learn more and more. And the same person that just got into flat Earth is not going to be on the same level as you if you've been in it for years and years.
That's
so
right.
we have to communicate more, I guess. And like I said, like I don't care about rich and poor and all that. Like, but if we are already poor, like, and what's going on? Like, why are they trying to make it worse for us? They're making it worse and worse, just like the movie. They keep getting richer, and then they put us to fight us, put us against each other. And it's like we got to stop that, man. It's crazy. You see what's happening. You see what's going on. But like Russian Vid said as well, when you was having that the awakening video, he said that that's kind of like it's a lie, because in the cities, it's so crowded, it's a lot of fear, a whole bunch of fear everywhere, which is also disguised as advertisements and everything. And but if you go to if you leave the city, there's land for days and days, but that land is also used for what? For crops, right? So it's all theirs as well, and that's used to feed mostly people in the city. So it's like we're running out of I don't know, maybe that's just all fear as well, but I don't know. What do you think?
About what? About us? About how we're being overcrowded into the cities?
Yeah.
Oh, I just think that's exactly what. There's plenty of land out there, but like you said, they want to control all that and keep us off that, and they're going to run all their crops out there, right? Control the food supply.
Is which part fear about?
Yeah, I kind of lost the.
Well, yeah, because like you see, like the cities are getting more overcrowded, so it's like, what's gonna happen next? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going into the future more, but if we keep going the way we're going, we're not gonna have, we're not gonna have anything. I guess there is land, but what are we gonna do with that land? We have to, I guess, start all over or whatever.
Gotta work it. Gotta work it. Gotta, learn how to be self-sufficient. You ever been camping?
I'm terrible with that shit.
I'm gonna do a survivalist live stream with Mark Sargent.
What is that?
Whoever else is into survivalist stuff, but Mark, I know, is into it. I know Mark Sargent loves that stuff. I already asked him if he'd do it. He said, yeah, I just haven't never set it up. Mark did a good job on his interview with This Morning in the UK, and he's just getting trashed. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on a tangent.
Yeah.
It just upsets me.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
That's all right.
People just people with no proof, just saying, "Oh, he's a shill."
No, fuck those people though. I'll say that again.
He makes flat Earth look stupid. He says stupid
Negative
stuff.
Nancy Akshia quarterback. The negative
I'm like,
Nancy Akshia quarterback.
What
coach.
do you do, dude? None of these people do anything.
Yeah.
They don't do shit.
They don't. None of them do anything except for hate. Hate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The same thing happened when he did the interview over here in the U.S. They said the same thing, but
Which interview?
and now I think it was like on ABC. It's on YouTube, and got a lot of views. But that was like about a year ago now, and now haven't heard much since. And it's like people are like kind of like are like, oh, whatever, flat earth, whatever. But I think the more like stuff that's coming out with all the other stuff, the other truths, they're gonna, it's all gonna come back to flat earth. Like everything is gonna come back. It's all gonna come back. Everything is connected. The way I see it, it's just we're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm just trying to figure it all out. But we're all on the same path, but our own path as well. It's weird.
We're all on the same journey, but our own individual paths on that journey.
Right. Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
But hey, we're at like 20 minutes, brother. I'm gonna let somebody else call. Okay.
All right, no problem, man. I'll talk to you guys later, and yeah, I'll keep listening.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, have a good night.
All right, you too.
Have a good night.
He always sounds so down when he calls in.
I know.
I feel so bad. It's like, dude, cheer up, man. We're all having a good time over here. You know what I mean? I'm having a great time.
I
right
know,
now.
like, man, cheer up, dude. Earth is flat. It ain't no big deal. Life is good.
Yeah, your reality
I don't know
shit.
about y'all, but life got better for me when I realized Earth was flat. Way better.
978-435-0006.
Way better.
I can talk sexier than you.
I don't know about that. Maybe if you see me.
Unveiling this realm. Go ahead, answer the phone.
What's
Karen.
up, Brian?
Who's this?
And what's up? This is
I
Ted.
know who that is.
I'm yelling at your boyfriend. I'm yelling at your boyfriend over here. Hey, fuck you, Ted. What's up?
Ted's a good sport,
Oh,
though.
shit.
I know. He knows I'm fucking around.
What? The wonderful meme I sent you earlier this morning?
Are you talking to me or her?
I don't know. I'm talking to both since that means to both of you there.
The what
Email?
now?
Email?
No, the meme I sent you.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I don't remember.
The
The
Joey.
Joey Rocha one.
Oh, you sent me a Joey Rocha meme today? No, I didn't see it.
Oh my God, dude. You'll fucking oh my God.
Dude, hold on. I was telling Bob earlier about the one. I was telling Bob earlier about because a joke came up and I was said no, it's like Joey Rocha with the cowboy hat over his penis, and Bob thought I was kidding. I'm like, no, this is really a thing. And do you have that picture? Because we got to show Bob. I'll put it on the air right now. Joey, are you here? Joey, send me the naked truth of picture. I'll throw it on the air right now.
The naked truth picture.
Karen, you know the one.
We all know it.
Oh.
If you're friends with Joey Rocha, you'll know.
Goodness gracious.
Oh my God.
All right, what else you got? What else you got besides pictures of pictures of Joey? Besides pictures of Joey.
I know, right?
What else you got?
You don't have to.
Well, I don't have any pictures like that. I was gonna reach on the topic of like the whole fear porn and everything like that.
All right, there you go. Let's get serious. Let's get serious for a minute.
I know, right?
Okay.
I'll get serious, and I'll end it with humor. That's how I do it.
Yeah, knock it off. Knock it off, Karen. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, but the fear porn is like, and fear just in general, it's just the biggest, easiest, simplest tactic of the elite, of pretty much any fucking bully in the world. It's like people just need to realize it's one person against one person. And right now with the elite, they use fear because they understand that we outnumber their asses by like 1,000,000 to 1. They'll do any and all shit to try and quash and threaten and try and break up any and all unity against them or any evil doing going on in this realm.
Yeah, and the fear basically, the fear and the division go hand in hand. So when they put the fear, it makes you cause division because you don't want to be, you're scared of everybody. So that's instant division right there.
I know, and we just got to learn how to just like stand up for ourselves. That's the one thing they cannot fucking stand. Is they understand if it's kind of like that scene from the movie Ants. I've never seen the movie, but that one scene really resonates with me, and I'm sure it resonates with everybody else listening, about how they say if one stands up, then they all stand up, and then once they realize that they got us outnumbered by 100 to 1 and yada yada yada, it's like we could change this shit really really fucking quick. It's just people don't want to freaking come together. They don't want to like drop what they're doing. I gotta make my house payment. Gotta do this. Gotta feed the kids. Gotta do this. They don't want to like actually. And I can understand it. And really, it's like shit. I wish I could be out on the street 24/7, flat smacking or whatever, or trying to find some way to bring a message of truth out into the world. But unfortunately, I do have to fucking work, and I work a lot, and I freaking hate it. But I'll do whatever I can, either social media, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll drop little hints almost every day when I go to the gym. I'm always bringing my flat earth pamphlets and I'm putting them in various lockers throughout the gym. Just like, fuck you people. You guys are going to wake up one way or another.
Yeah. That's awesome. I like that. That's awesome.
And I know that's what I do. That's what I did today. It was actually pretty quiet in the back. There was like one dude taking a shit. And so I'm like, sweet, I got time. I'm going to I had like 20 pamphlets and I just went crazy. And also, and speaking of fear porn, also, I'll go on this tangent too. The whole goddamn coronavirus thing. It makes me want to like get a shirt that says, I just went to China and the only thing I got was a stupid fucking virus. See if anyone panics, freaks out.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
And
it's just like the NASA stories. The corona, it's just like the NASA stories. They just recycle the same stories over and over. Like, how many times they're going to find water on Mars? How many times is going to be a disease that's going to wipe everybody out? How many times is there going to be a guy that goes into school and shoots up a bunch of kids? I mean, they just recycle them over and over and over. These idiots.
I know. It's like we're getting. People are starting to. They're not in panic and they're not in fear right now. We better let's prop up. Let's get NASA saying we got a couple more years before a fucking asteroid wipes out everybody on Earth, or we have a new virus coming up, and they get the people that are diet woke that may not fully believe in it, but they'll look into it and see like, oh, the government created this one and this one and this one.
Exactly.
It's like, just if anything, just look at the back of some of these freaking disinfectants and cleaners and whatnot. It's like you'll find half the diseases that they say that they're promoting. Yeah. Like we survived Zika, we survived H1N1, we've survived swine flu, bird flu, all these fucking flus. They just keep distracting us over and over again, so we won't pay attention to the bullshit they keep passing through as the new fear game for the month or whatever. And it just gets annoying after a while, actually.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, dude. I mean, 100%. You're hitting the nail right on the head, bro.
Yeah. It's just a new fucking game. It's like I've said, the people in control, it's like they're not stupid. It's like they've got plan A through Z for plan A through Z. So they keep us guessing, keep us fighting, keep us guessing for eternity while they keep running off to the bank, or they find a new way to slow down the progression of awakening going on in this realm.
They literally want to keep everybody in a crisis. Never mind in fear. They want everybody in crisis.
Oh, I know. If they don't want us crisis, they want us to rebel against the government so they can say that we're the terrorists, so they can get the mow us down and say, see, this is what happens when you question government. You get killed. You shouldn't do that. Go to sleep or go to school, go to your job, get vaccinated, indoctrinated, and fluoridated, and enjoy being fucking retarded watching and being stuck in front of the TV 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts.
It drives me nuts that anybody in here that watches TV, you guys are killing me, guys. You guys are killing me.
Oh, the shit's got the fucking flicker right there. It's those old patents and whatnot for mind control. I'm like, well, no shit, it's called programming. It's there for a reason. They're gonna freaking put subliminal message in your goddamn head because you only accept like so much in real time, and like 90% of it or so is all subliminal. It's just in the back of your brain, which will be there and fester and resonate and grow as you sleep and you see more stuff on TV with advertising and everything else. It's a constant. It's a 24/7 mind fuck.
It's the most powerful weapon ever created, hands down, and people welcome it into their homes.
Right there.
People welcome it into their homes with open arms. People need it. They love it. It's the biggest psychological weapon of all time, and every person needs to throw the fucking thing out the window. And I've changed my stance on it, and I'm stepping it up a little bit. And I honestly think it's demonic in some sense. I really do.
It's all demonic. Yeah, like if anything, it's like. And in all these ceremonies, these things you'll see on TV, the halftime shows, whatever, everything's demonic, satanic. They've got a message going on. I think it's like the elite want to come together and with their pact with the devil or whoever and say like, we got the mortals on our side now. We can conquer the creator at all costs. And right now, here we go. Watch us go. We just got to pay enough homage. But yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway, enough of my bullshit there.
All right. That's it. That's good.
Yeah, and
that was good.
Yeah, shout out to your balls and everything else.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have fun, guys.
All right, bye. 978-435-0006.
Goodness.
I'm so cool. Even Karen's boyfriend loves my balls.
Oh my goodness.
That's hilarious. 978. Oh my god. Woo. Oh, unknown. We'll give it a ring. Hi, who's this? Prove you're not a troll.
It's Ginger. Call him back.
Ginger. Hold on. Let me hang up on this other guy. What's up?
Well, sorry, other guy. But so with the two-son thing.
Yeah.
So, and this is conjecture. There's no way we can prove any of it. I understand that. But what do you think about the moon being a dead sun? And it just goes through the cycles.
I mean, I've heard the theory before. I've honestly never given it too much thought. Karen, you talked about this a little bit before, didn't you?
Well, as far as the moon being a dead sun, I don't really know very much about that. That's something I'd have to look into.
It makes sense why they're about the same size and distance. And again, there's no proof. I've got nothing. But it's just an interesting theory with the multiple sun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never really looked into it, but yeah.
Well, that's all I got, guys.
That's it?
Next caller that tried to call in.
That's it?
Well, I can go on for hours, but I'm not going to bore everyone with my
all right.
rants and whatnot.
All right,
but
back it up.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right, Ginger.
Next call, 978-435-0006. Give us a ring, ding dong. Unveiling this realm. Who's this?
Hey, how we doing, Brian? Give me at least 5 seconds before you hang up. Real quick, let me just get my volume turned down. Hold up. Let me get surrounds. Okay, I'm hitting the button. Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
How we doing? This is Tommy King. How we doing? I'm looking. Am I on the line live with Karen and Brian?
Yeah, you are.
All right. How we doing? How are we doing tonight?
Very good. How are you?
What was that?
I said very good. How
Hello?
are you?
Oh my gosh. Good Lord. Now, miss. Now you're going to get me. Now I'm blushing through the phone. And I hate that. Brian, I ain't even trying to, I'm not even trying to like ask you to if you don't mind, just take a seat back, maybe even do one of your 5-minute cigarettes. If I could get 2 minutes. Tommy King, Karen, if you need it. How are we doing, buddy? What up?
Well, no, you seem infatuated with Karen, and that's fine, but I don't know who you are, so I'm going to sit here.
Stop. My name's Tommy King. I'm calling from Fargo, North Dakota.
That's cool.
I partially believe in the Mandela. I'm with you with good Lord. I know what I would rather say it like this. Can I say I'm not with the Red Hot Chili Pepper? I'm not with that. I'd rather say what I'm not with than because the pros on the Mandela. One, I like the movie, so and I'm not even saying it as a shill. Please don't. Good Lord, I'm Tommy King, L King, whatever on this thing. I've been Flat Earth, Mandela, retarded. I've been doing this for not filling, but I've been not even awake. I've been confused for months or years.
I'm gonna leave you on. I'm gonna leave you on just for the comedic value. Continue.
Okay. What was that? I apologize. Now all of a sudden it sounded like I was in the tunnel. Hello?
Continue. Is this actually the real Tommy King?
Yeah, I'm Tommy Lee King III. My birthday.
Yeah, man.
It can get bad. It can get bad. Let's do it. Let's rock.
Yeah, man. I've been dying.
No,
I've been waiting.
Anybody can pull me up. Anybody can pull me up. I'm from Fargo, North Dakota. 8782.
And I'm done with you. Peace out. Next call, 978-435-0006. What an idiot.
Oof.
978-435-00. What the fuck is that, dude?
That was rough, man. It was rough.
I was done. Unveiling the realm. Who in the hell is this?
Did I just get? I'm just confused.
Yeah, you suck. Next call.
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go. Hi. Who's this?
Chris Watson.
Hi, Chris. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, man. Just calling in, dude. I was a little nervous at first, but it took me so many times to get through. Then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just call it again and see actually what happened. You know.
You're on.
Just calling in here, man. I have a couple things. I don't know, a little nervous, but anyway, you had a couple good dudes on there earlier, and they were cool. They had some pretty good stuff, and then it kind of went sour. But I found something the other day. It's not big or nothing, but it's some predictive programming that I found, and it reminded me of you. And you're always going ring ding dong, ring a ding dong. That's a Dr. Dre song. I was out in my shop working a while back, and just going through some old school hip hop, stuff I used to listen to. Yeah. But actually, there's a verse in that song that says 9/11, never forget. And that came out like in 1995. I thought that was pretty cool, so check into it. But that was one of the main things.
No, hold on. The song "Keep Your Heads Ringing" didn't come out in 1995, did it?
Yeah, I do think it did, man, because I graduated in 95. And, I was just listening to it. Check it out. I'm just saying, But y'all are great, man. I love the show. I love all that good stuff. And shit, I've been flat earthing since early 2016, and I've been having a ball with you guys, man. It's just been a good thing in my life, dude.
He loves it. See, I love this guy already. I love this guy.
Awesome.
Thanks, Karen B. I think we're friends on Facebook and shit, but I don't say a lot, and I just I got some Staveley balls, so I just thought I'd call in tonight, man. And I wanted to wish you guys well, man.
All right, man.
But
Awesome.
I have one other thing, man, that's pretty cool that I've been thinking about this for a long time.
Yeah.
And I can talk flat earth for days. But okay, so if you're on a ball, right? So every piece of land there is, the centermost point of that landmass should be the highest elevation, if you think about it. Are you following me?
For every piece of land you have, the center point should be
No,
highest elevation.
maybe I've been drinking a few beers and I've been doing some paperwork, but it's cool. I was listening to y'all the whole time.
I mean, if that land was like level, but if that
Say it
land,
again. You say it again, please.
Well, listen, I'm saying, if you're on the ball, the centermost point of that landmass, if you're on a continent, that would be the highest elevation. It would absolutely have to be.
No, not necessarily. Though. What if there was
Why
like
not?
What if there was a 3,000-foot mountain in a random spot?
Well, yeah, the mountains and valleys and hills and stuff, but all in general, the centermost point of that landmass should be the highest elevation.
If you're talking about,
you could have
if the land
you can
was
have
level,
a mountain on the coast that was high, but generally the most center point of the landmass should be the highest elevation because it's the furthermost out point. I don't know. I don't know if you follow that.
I know what you're saying, but the way you're saying it, you can't say the elevation would be the highest elevation because anything could be on top of the land. Yeah, if the land was all completely flat and wrapped around that ball, then
sure, you're right.
I know what you're saying, but it's not really like you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. I just did want to call in real quick and say, man, I give mad props to you guys, and that's really all I got.
I can't let you go yet. What's your biggest Mandela effect?
Oh, probably the Depends, man. I was sitting in there listening the other day, and I've been getting people with that shit because Depends. I mean, come on, it's Depends, dude. That's my newest one, honestly. But the Bible one with the Lion and the Lamb, and I know a bunch of them, but I don't know. I would say Depends is my biggest one because I've been getting people with that for like weeks, and they're like, nah, and I'm like, yeah, check it out. Like, oh man, and they just look at you weird.
That's a big one, dude. Like that's one of the ones we used to make jokes about in school. Like, oh, your mom is so old, she wears Depends. You know what I mean?
No shit. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it was an asshole.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right, hey, one more question. How did you find Karen, and how did you originally find Karen's channel, and how did you find my channel?
I just saw you keep popping up first off, and Karen was friends. Like I say, I've been in it like a good 4 years, so I know the whole group, and I know the people, and I know how, So I try to make friends with you guys, and I like to learn, and I listen to some stuff. I don't agree with everyone, but I take a little bit from each person, man. And y'all guys are great, doing a great job, man. I'm in North Carolina. I know Karen's like not too far away, and I tried to make it. I wanted to go so bad to the firmament, but it's kind of hard, and I stay busy working.
Yeah.
But I just find channels through people, and if I get recommended one, I'll call in and do one, or buzzed. But no, I know, right? I thought Karen was drinking a Miller Lite earlier, but it was some craft beer or something. I was like, oh, it looks like a Miller Lite in that koozie, and she threw it up, and it was like
local North Carolina beer, cider.
Well, oh yeah, I like cider.
Yeah.
I used to drink Jack's hard cider, but I'm a Miller Lite guy. But yeah, man, I don't want to keep you guys. I'll leave room for the next caller, but I did call in and, man, say what's up. And y'all guys, God bless y'all, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Same to you.
Absolutely. See you later.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, next call. We have the best callers, but we already talked about this.
Yeah, no, Karen, don't drink Corona. I haven't drank Corona in decades.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm a boring ass drinker. If I drink, it's like Bud Light or Corona. It's like that's it.
I know. I had Bud Light here in my house after everybody left from Flattoberfest, and I think it was from you.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, Bob, I've been awake since 4:30 a.m. my time.
Hello, hi. Who is this?
Brian and Karen sitting in a tree. KISSI.
Wow. I mean, this is the level of stupidity we deal with. Next call, 978. Like, really, guy? What a fucking clown. 978-435-0006. They're mad that we're the best. That's what it is. We are the best. It's hands down. Bob's in the house. Bob's
Yeah.
best. Everybody in the chat. Yep. 978-435-0006. Bob's got a lot of haters too.
Bob does have a lot of haters.
I think it's funny. I mean,
It's old though.
Yeah. Hey, hi, who's this?
Hey, what's going on? This is Tom. Hey, calling back. Did I get dis?
Yeah, fuck you. Next call. Hey, who's this?
Good God.
Hey, who's this? All right, peace out. All right, anybody else? 978. How about this, Karen? Let's get into what you wanted to talk about with crystals. We'll close the phones because that's aggravating.
Oh, snap. Okay. Hold on. I need some water real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm going to get a drink too. I need a drink. Hang on, guys. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hi. So what are we talking about, Karen? Oh, and thank you, Ted. Ted gave a super chat.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
I missed it. Where is it?
Yeah, just as we were walking away, I saw it pop up. I'm looking for it. Oh, he wants me to
them
shake my head.
hips, helium ball, man.
Oh, I mean, he paid $5. I mean, you can't refuse the guy. You know what I mean?
Oh my God! Did you do it? Oh no!
This is for you, Ted. For Ted and Joey, right here. All right, we're back. We're back. We're ready to go.
What is going on?
What are you doing?
I was looking in chat. You know, where did all these online slut profiles come from? Like now that's the new trolling, is these online slut bot profiles. Come into the chat.
I don't know.
Oh my God, it's terrible. Anyway.
Yeah, let's continue. I got all the bitches over there worked up, but go ahead, continue.
You got all the what?
I said I got all the bitches over here all worked up. Everybody's panties are wet. But go ahead, continue.
Everybody's panties are Alrighty then.
You guys are terrible. Go ahead, continue. Go ahead. You're supposed to like do something here.
Okay. All right.
Fuck. It's gonna get sillier and sillier until you fucking take control of this show, Karen.
What's happening?
You were supposed to present something to do with crystals, remember? This is you. Your time to shine here.
Okay. I know. Can you stop then?
I'm not doing anything.
This is gay.
Okay, do something about it. Oh my God. Maybe I should just
gracious.
I don't know if you can handle the pressure.
Oh. Hold on.
What the fuck is going on here?
Oh my goodness. I was fine until you started making me laugh.
I don't even know what happened.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I guess I'll open the phones because I don't think you're prepared right now.
Oh, yeah, hold on. My goodness.
All right, call in 978-435-0006. You just let me know when you're ready and I'll shut the phones back down. Somebody call in. 978-435-0006. Oh, you guys are crazy. That was a riot. I couldn't stop laughing.
What happened?
I don't know. Everybody got really stoned all at once or something? Right? Occam's razor, I'm going to say. Fucking, we both got really stoned at around the same time and we tried to go live and stay live.
Wow.
Unveiling this realm. You're on with Cheech and Chong of the Flat Earth. Who's this?
Hey, not a problem. Was just wondering. Hey, how are we doing? Just wondering.
Here we go.
One moment. No. One moment.
Yeah. I mean, here we go.
Okay.
Alopecia. I mean, it's only a cuss word.
Right.
It's not going to hurt my feelings. Go ahead. What do you got that's so clever?
Oh, no. I'm PG all day, so not a problem.
Yeah, I guess. Let's go. What do you got?
No. Honestly. Let's Okay.
Yeah. Let's not say we did. Next call. 978-435-0006. Give me a call. The fuck are these people? They're so retarded, dude.
What did he say the first time that made you hang up on him? Do you remember?
He kept telling me how cool he was, right? Tom King, I'm the man. Some shit like that, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Next call. Somebody call in. 978-435-0006. Like, what a dude. When I was in 8th grade, I was a better crank call than these people. I was pretty funny, I thought. These guys aren't clever at all. Unveiling this realm. Can I help you, please?
It was just I was turning on my TV. I apologize. I'm talking right away. Good content. I apologize.
Thank you. We're the best, we know.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, we're the best, and you're a retard. Peace out. Next call.
Brian!
Unveiling this realm. Who's this?
Oh, you're probably sick of hearing from me, but I can't stand all these trolls, man.
I know.
Hello,
man.
it's
That
Ceiling.
That last guy's ridiculous, man. Oh.
Shit, you guys, it's so funny. Hey, two things, Karen. I hate to keep bugging you. Check out my video. I don't know what it is, but take a look. It's got two suns in it, or at least the appearance of two colors. One's bright white, one's bright yellow. It could be reflections, but it doesn't make sense. Like the video right in half is a different color. So I don't know what it is.
What's the video?
That was the first thing. It was the first one I put up. It's called Here Come the Suns or something like that. I shot it from an airplane.
Oh, okay.
Brian doesn't understand videos that are less than an hour, but most of mine are 5 minutes or less. So. I love your shirt, man. The 45-minute shirtless. I love it. Hey, one other thing, Karen. If you were going to talk about crystals, I've been reading up on, because, see, I used to deal in all these things, gems and crystals and stuff. And I used to go to Tucson and buy meteors. And now since I woke up, I'm like, well, what the hell is this? Because no way it came out of the sky. So I started doing research on it and trying to think who it was. It could have been you or someone else that was talking about the properties of basically a stone that's like obsidian, hematite, same kind of thing. And so I had a friend, he's got this whatever kind of looks like a scanner you use at a checkout, but it's twice the size, and it shoots God knows what radiation and whatever into whatever you point it at, and it tells you all the different medical compositions. And these meteors basically just iron and nickel, and it's very similar to the properties that they say on these stones that supposedly can help dampen Wi-Fi signal. So, like, I keep one with me or keep it near my phone or whatever. So, I don't know if it does anything, but it makes me feel better. So, the more we research, the more we find out. But just want to tell you, not all things about crystals are bad. They're great.
Which kind of stone is it that you keep with you?
Well, a meteorite. The other one you could use, I think, is the same thing as there's similar properties. I mean, Joey probably knows more about these, but like hematite, I think is the same kind of properties. The ones that can like that magnetize. Like I got some hematite stones that are like magnets. So.
Interesting. I don't know. I was wondering that because there's another stone. There's also another stone called moldavite, which is supposedly like.
We talked about that one.
Hmm?
Yeah, we talked about that on one of the shows. It's a green glass that came from that one area where supposedly a giant meteor strike happened. And even when I was selling the stone, they were saying, well, we don't know if it came from the meteor or if the meteor created it when it crashed into the ground. Again, I don't know what the heck that stuff is anymore, because once you, at least where I'm at, where I believe there's a dome, nothing gets in, nothing gets out. So all these media stories that I was selling for years, I'm just like, well, that was a bunch of garbage.
Yeah.
But the stones are here, so I don't know what it is. And heck, moldavite, people used to come in and buy it just because the chakra people were really into it. It's supposed to be one of like the most powerful stones or whatever. One lady, she put it in her hand and dropped it because she said it was hot. So
yeah.
But this is way before I was into any of the mistology or crystology, whatever you call that, about crystals.
I don't know if there's an official name for. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, if there's one, you'll come up with it. I already call the people in the forest people now.
Better off without a fucking name.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Who needs labels and names?
Yeah,
Stupid.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't even know what the hell I am anymore.
I can't.
I was
stand
raised
the
a
name.
Jew. They say I'm a Christian. I don't know what the heck I am, but I just believe in what I believe in, and that's it. I don't care what label you put on me anymore. The heck with it.
Exactly.
There's too much to do to worry about that.
Exactly.
Just don't be a jerk. It's that easy.
Right. Well, I talk too much. Exactly. And if you are, kick rocks. I think that's my most favorite saying. My wife and I love it. You need to say it more.
Yeah. Kick rocks.
We wrote it on our chalkboard one night. Kick rocks. So, okay. I'm out of
All right,
here.
brother.
Sorry, everyone, for being on the phone so much.
No, it's better than having.
Check out my video, Karen.
Thank you.
Karen, you want to talk about crystals now? Or we got warmed up into it a little? Or?
Okay, can I just have a quick potty break?
Okay, go ahead. I'll take another call.
Okay.
All right, I'll open up the phone. Give me a second, guys. I got to open up the phones. I just closed it. I didn't know Karen had to go take a dump. 978-435-0006. I'm such an asshole. I don't care. I think it's funny. That's why you guys watch us. You think we're funny. Actually, I hope that's not why. Crystal mythology, Bob says. That's what it's called. Oh. Hi.
Brian, you got fuck Karen.
Next call. 978-435-0006. Hi, how are you?
Brian Staveley.
Hey, what's up? Some voice of sanity. What's up, Joey?
Yes, sir.
Joey,
hey, not
listen,
too much.
listen.
You know what? I forgot when I called in. I wanted to ask you guys something. I had a crazy experience, and I wanted to kind of pick your guys' brains on it.
Okay, but before
it's
you
about
pick
the sun.
before you pick my brain on it,
Yes, sir.
Bob Nodell has a request, and he would like you to forward me the picture of you, the naked truther with the cowboy hat, so I can show him.
Oh, sure. Where do you want me to send it?
Send it to my Facebook inbox, and I'll screen share it and show everybody.
Yes, sir. Coming up.
Because I made a joke about it earlier, and I think everybody thought I was joking. I was like, no, this is a real thing.
Do you want the ones at the nude beach, or do you want the ones where I'm covered?
No, I want the one where you get the cowboy hat on and you started tagging everybody on Facebook and putting it all the Facebook
Yes,
groups.
sir. Bob never saw that. I thought everyone saw that.
No, Bob never saw it. You asked for it, Bob. Just remember that.
Okay, I'm finding it right now. Right now.
Oh my God, you guys! Joey's the craziest fucking bastard. Wait till you see this if you haven't seen it.
I think I see it.
You posted a picture of you holding a cowboy hat over your private parts. You started tagging all these different dudes on Facebook. I thought it was hilarious. Karen.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Okay, so let's see. So Brian, I'm gonna tag you on Facebook on it. Are you? Let's see.
Yeah, you can tag me or send me an inbox. Yeah.
All right, Brian, it's coming up right now. Yeah, I had this crazy experience with the sun. I got the picture already. Now I'm gonna tag you in it. Hang on.
Okay.
Because you guys were talking about the sun earlier, and I forgot because I got all excited about talking about other stuff when I was talking to you. But I had this crazy experience with the sun. Me and my wife were watching the sunset, and I can't do two things at once. I'm trying to. It won't let me send you the message, Brian. How about I just post it on my page and I'll tag you?
Yeah, just do that.
Okay. Beautiful. Done.
All right.
You should be receiving it right now. Right now. Yep, there you go.
I got it. Okay. Cool. Go ahead. Continue. You tell Karen. I'll get the picture up for Bob since he requested it. And then you can go ahead and continue.
It's my honor, Bob. It's my honor. Karen, are you here too? Is Karen taking over too?
I sat back down.
Hi, Karen.
Hi.
Hey, so I had an amazing experience. Long story short, my wife and I, we like to watch the sunset. And we noticed, you know about sun gazing. You can look at the sun during certain times of the day and actually stare right at it. Well, we had this experience twice already where we stared at the sun during sunset when there's no clouds in the way. And we were actually able, the best way I can explain it is, your pupil in your eye, it ended up casting a shadow over the sun to where the sun was kind of blocked out like artificial sunglasses. And we're able to look at the sun, and it didn't look like a circular sun. It looked like the hexagonal artificial sun that they talk about, the sun simulator. It was crazy. And I was wondering if anybody else in chat or you guys have ever had that experience or heard about it before. It was a real experience, and I've experienced it twice. And basically what we saw was you see your own eye's pupil casting some type of shadow or something over the sun itself, allowing you to, instead of seeing the brightness of the sun's rays, you could actually see the mechanism of the sun itself, and it looked crazy. And I was just wondering if anybody had that experience before.
I've never had that.
The mechanism of the sun, because I've done sun gazing where I stared directly into the sun, and it became like a black hole sun. Like the sun turned black through my vision, but it was still round. It was still a disc. So I don't know. And it was kind of crazy, like the after effects of that. Huh?
I lost your audio for a second.
Mine? Where'd you lose me at?
Joey, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, no, I don't know. Don't worry. If Joey, did you hear Karen? Did you lose your audio?
I lost audio for Karen as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't hear you yet, Karen.
Right when you started telling your thing, when Joey
What
asked
did you hear?
We heard none of it really, right? When you started talking, you cut out.
Yeah. So have you ever heard of that, or anybody in chat? Anybody in chat ever heard of that? Because me and my wife saw it. If I saw it by myself, I wouldn't even believe myself. There's my picture.
Yeah.
No, what I was saying is that I've done sun gazing where I looked directly into the sun until the actual disk of the sun itself would turn black in my vision, and it almost became like looking down like a tunnel into the sun. But the sun was always still round. Like it's always still round. Even when I go that far into it, it's always still round. And it's kind of crazy. Like after I stop looking at the sun and I've been looking at it that long, that deeply, then it's like wherever that black hole is, that part that should be the disk of the sun. You know how when you have that spot left in your eye when you glance at the sun, if you do the sun gazing all the way up until the sun turns into a black hole, then you look away from the sun, you don't have a black hole there. It's not like a spot. It's almost like a filter. It looks like a UV filter. Like everything in that spot is a slightly different color than everything outside that spot. It's crazy.
Similar to what I experienced, yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah, it's hard to explain, right? That's why I didn't even know how to put it into words. I never heard anybody have that experience before, but the only way I can explain how we were able to do it is we just were totally relaxed. Our eyes were relaxed. We weren't worried about the sun damaging our eyes or anything like that. And somehow, I think our eyes have this ability to, if we're completely relaxed, to actually look at the sun without the light causing us to squint. And our eyes create this natural filter, like a UV kind of filter or something like that, to where you actually see your pupil kind of as a shadow on the sun itself. And you can, I mean, that was the experience me and my wife had. We had it twice. We're actually able to see the sun, and it looked like a sun simulator, like that sun simulator that they show on, you know, on different social media sites. And it tripped me out because that's not part of my theory whatsoever, but that's what I saw. So I was just like, what is that? That's crazy. And in the Bible, you guys were talking about earlier, are there two suns? The Bible in Genesis 1 says that God created light in Genesis 1. And in Genesis 4, it says then he created the sun. So I don't know if that means two different lights or what that means.
Yeah.
But who knows? Bob asked you to see me naked. Bob, what's going on with you? I'm flattered. I'm flattered though, Bob. How about this? How about this, Brian? How about now Bob has to return the favor. We want to see Bob covering himself with a cowboy hat. That's what we want to see.
No, we don't.
Hey, trust me, I would want to see it. I'm just weird like that. I wouldn't mind. Bob, do it. Do it for the team, Bob.
Oh my God, that is right. I was scared enough when you did it.
Yeah, I was just, you know what, I was just in the mood, and I always like to challenge myself somehow, and I said, you know what, let's just, and the title that I made on that one was a big salute to all my flat earth truthers. That was the first one I made on that.
Yeah, I remember you started tagging everybody. I was like, look at this maniac. Look at this maniac, Joey. Look at him. He was posting it everywhere. The naked truth.
Dog.
Here, see you, Bob. This one's for you, Bob. Congratulations.
Well, Milo famously said in his song, "I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. I will do that. I definitely will do
that." Oh my goodness, Joey, you crazy boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, but I'll let you guys go. I just wanted to say that just because I wanted to really get it off my mind, because it's an actual experience I had, and it was a trip. And I thought maybe some other people maybe had the same experience. It sounds like Karen kind of did. You know, it's hard to explain what you see, though, because it's not like you can take a picture of it.
Yeah, it is hard to explain. Even when I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, like, how would I ever explain this to anybody? How would I ever explain what I'm looking at? Because it's just so weird.
It's amazing. Whatever this is, whatever reality that we are in, whatever this creation is amazing. It's amazing.
It is amazing. It's fucking wicked cool too. That's how I look at it.
What is up with Trolls Calling? That was a good call, Brian. You know what? Earlier when I used to listen to you and you'd shut down Trolls, honestly, I used to always tell my wife, I said, you know what, baby, you know I love Brian with all my heart, but I think that he's wrong. I think that he's overreacting, and I think that these people may not be some of them trolls. And then I realized, oh no, you know what? You have good intuition, because these, you know, they try and call in and stall and just do all this weird stuff. It's like, what's going on with these people?
Yeah.
Where is their life?
Mm-hmm. It's too easy.
It's too easy
to read them. Yeah.
They have no life.
No, they have no life yet. We're still trying to save them, because, you know, that's what we do.
They have no life.
Not their fault.
No, they have no life.
Who, IPS? No.
Oh, fuck him.
Yeah, you know what though? I think isn't he going away? I mean, Antonio
I don't know.
S. I don't want to say his name. He went away. I think isn't IPS and Mad Mike, aren't they kind of going away a little bit?
Oh, I haven't seen him around much.
They're just
So they
in
got
the background.
Yeah, you know, I think that the entire community as a whole is, of course, there's a couple of knuckleheads. But I think the entire community as a whole is kind of like realizing this year, like, you know, anybody who's talking badly about somebody else.
Yeah, I hope they
You know,
realize.
you don't want to listen to that show. Who's going to listen? You know, we're just going to talk bad about, you know, Karen all day or you know, DITRH.
Those guys are idiots.
You know, it's like,
those people,
yeah,
those
they're
people are
idiots.
idiots. They're idiots. They're morons. They don't do anything to help anybody. Fuck those people.
Brian and Karen, I hope I get to meet you guys both one day in real life and smoke a joint with you guys. I really hope so.
Me too, and I hope it's in Hawaii.
Yeah, I smoked with Cammie. She had a flat earth, her and Bob had a flat earth meet up here in Maui, and she smoked me out the entire time. She's insane. I love that lady.
I smoked with Cammie at Karen's house, but not in Hawaii with you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Cammie is amazing. She's awesome. She takes no credit. She lets Bob have all the credit, but behind every great man is an even greater woman.
Well, how do you think?
Awesome.
How do you think she feels that Bob's been fancying naked pictures of you with a cowboy hat?
Hey, whatever gets him going, I'm sure she's happy for it. She's probably going to say thanks, Joey. Appreciate that.
All right, Joey. Thank you, man.
Love you guys. Thanks for taking my call.
All right.
Me too.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Karen,
Yes.
getting ready to wind it down soon.
Alrighty.
Anything else you want to get into before we do that?
Looks like we're gonna make a trip where? Mr.
Hawaii?
Sam? I don't know. I hope so.
A whole bunch of us, a road trip to Hawaii. Well, a road trip to a plane to Hawaii. A bunch of plane trips. Yeah, so if there's anybody that's new that came over from the last few days, me and Karen do shows on her channel and my channel. So make sure you sub and bell both of us. Anybody that saw the Russian Vids interview but didn't get to see the whole thing, I re-uploaded it because it still won't process on YouTube. I'm getting totally screwed. It won't show you more than the last 2 hours. So I uploaded a whole 5-hour and 43-minute complete version of it. So it just went out a few hours ago on my channel. So if you're looking for that interview, you can find it there. And yeah, I guess that's it, huh?
I guess so.
You got something else?
Ooh, yes, Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii.
Yeah. I guess. All right, everybody. Karen doesn't even really have nothing to say, so I'm gonna close it down. Everybody's gonna go giggle and go to bed. All right. So I will see you guys. I don't know. I'm working all weekend, so maybe I'll do a show in the day sometime, but we'll see. All right.
Alrighty.
All right, and thank you for finishing the intro. That intro is really cool.
You're welcome. Didn't give me much time to prepare for much anything else, but now it's done.
Okay. Well, that's fine. It's been 3 hours and 20 minutes, so it's been a good show. And I'm tired, so I need to get to bed.
Alrighty.
All right.